skip. Thank you. Yeah, is there like a control screen that I can look at, or... There's no English option. So I guess we're doing Korean, right? So it's authentic?
Yes.
Okay. Well, guess I'll be reading then. Don't worry, we have our drinky drinks, so, well, anyway. I would love to save these modified... Oh yeah, how about preferences? We made a gin and soda. Alright, here we go again. Let's do this right this time. I won't press start, I swear.
어떤 인간도
Okay,
진실된
gotcha,
모습을
Tom.
들키지 않고 두 개의 가면을 쓸 수는 없다.
Welcome, Jam. You're right in time. It's time for Buried Stars.
문자 투표 중간 결과가
We have the interim results of the SMS vote. Hey, Tim. We're burying you? Kevin did it!
먼저
First of all, we will reveal which contestant is now on the verge of elimination.
서해서
I-Sung So.
5위입니다.
He is in 5th place. Oh, well. There you have it. Immediately, Tom. Right off the bat. It's like, that's perfect.
데이터의 강력한 기기로 투표가
I-Sung
박스를
did well on most of the votes, thanks to his avid supporters on Fater. But in this interim results, he is in the bottom.
5위입니다. 과거 사건이 폭로되면서
It seems that his history of violence in school has kicked up a bit of kicked up a bit of backlash. Oh, interesting. So they're like tweets? Hey son, squeaky clean from now on. Can't have another scandal when you're sitting in jail. Hey son, we will help you make your debut in MMA.
그리고
The 4th
4위
place is...
한도윤.
Do-Yoon Han.
한도윤이
Do-Yoon finished second to last to take 4th place. Yeah, this is not a paid character. Many consider him to be a betrayer for deserting his own band members to advance to the finals. Yeah, more like doo-doo. Stop trolling, noobs. You really think Do-Yoon wrote all those songs by himself? He just took advantage of his band and then abandoned them to hoard all the fame. Wow, it's all about good looks these days, lol. Handsome guys still gain fans no matter what they do and whom they betray. I have rooted for Do-Yoon since his debut, but now I am done with him. What a cold-blooded asshole. Does he even feel anything when he sees Taehee crying?
내내 이어진 논란의 영향일까요? 시청자
This
중에서
negative impression
도전을
means that he's
뼈
struggling
못합니다.
badly in the viewer vote.
하지만
But please keep in mind that the current ranking is just an interim results. The only way to save your favorites from elimination is by voting for them.
투표뿐입니다. 그럼
Now here comes the top contestants. Ugh.
오인하가
Inha-Oh
모릅니다.
leaped up to number 3 on the list.
강렬한 캐릭터로
She's a daring character at the center of attention. Inha is shining bright today. I love you, girl, with all my heart. Colon and bracket. My heart is pounding. Stop trying to fake it, snob. You are so beautiful. Smile. Inha, oh. I persuaded all my friends to vote for you. Is she deliberately losing or incapable of gaining self-control? She's one of the top 3 in terms of bad personality, along with Yoon and Haesung. She does look like Haru a little bit.
시청자 반응이 극으로
The
나뉘는
viewer reaction to her has been extreme. People either love her or hate her. But we will see how her online and offline fandom will influence the results.
드디어
Finally, we have first and second places. Coming in first in the interim results.
결과
Yeah, I was about to say, nobody said that they love her.
국민 싱어송라이터임을
Was taken by Yoo Hyuk Lee, the only son of Byung Hee Lee, the late songwriter who was a national treasure. Okay, he gets a toot.
1위를 차지합니다.
Yes, Yoo Hyuk came out on top in this interim vote. Yoo Hyuk's voice is so sweet. I want to hear it every day. Such a beautiful tone.
So happy.
Jam says this is the death flag? Okay, so he's a top. Okay, anyway. This show isn't worthy of his talents. He's inherited great DNA from Byung Hee Lee. Yoo Hyuk. I kinda hope he dies so I don't have to say his name. Yoo Hyuk is gonna be a winner. His performance is on another level. Lol. Yeah, we like a good tie, don't we, Aquatic? Soul of Basil? Yeah, that's literally Sandra. I think he is just trying to get a lot of attention before making his debut. Air pollution?
대를 이은 재능과
Viewers showed overwhelming support for Yoo Hyuk for his gentleman nature and the talent he inherited from his father. Will he be able to maintain his incredible momentum?
그럼 자연스럽게
As a result, second place goes to... Oh yeah.
바보를 믿고
Ju Young Min, who has always owned the stage despite her thorny pasts.
고통스럽던 고관장에도 그녀의 의지를
Even her panic attacks couldn't break her spirit. Oh, so she's gonna go crazy when shit goes down.
Jumpy.
Run Jiyoung, Ju-young,
Chaos is
Run, Ji-young.
enraged!
run. You're not supposed to appear on if you have a guilty conscience. So lovely, D. I'm looking forward to listening to the songs from this episode.
Level
Wait.
up.
Panic attack my ass. What a fake. Drop the mask, girl. She's always been like that, pretending to be beautiful, begging for sympathy. Don't fall for it. I just voted for her. Really love seeing her on stage. I hope she ends up in first place. Mars! This is the new visual novel. It just started, and I think we just met some of the characters. I like two of the boys, honestly.
Doctor.
I will force you,
You
to watch
have to
the
be
VODs.
careful.
She's on another level along with Yoo Hyuk. Her talent was
Hurry,
not
Doctor.
recognized well during her years in Beloved, but she's always been a gifted singer.
여기 탑5는
These top 5 contestants survived the fierce competition and made it to the finals.
왔습니다.
This is the cast, by the way, so far.
꿈을 위해 모든 재능과 열정을
They are unleashing their talent and passion to fulfill their dreams.
머뭇거리거나 양보해서 단
There's only going to be one winner, so you can't give up or hesitate.
이건
This is a survival game.
그렇지 못하느냐가 걸린 생존
You
게임입니다.
either survive or perish.
자체 최고 시청률
Season 4 had the highest ratings and vote count in the history of the franchise.
최종 우승의
So which
영광과
contestant do you think will claim the throne and honor of riches?
과연 당신이 몰랐고
Buried Stars is a survival edition where you will see hidden talents blossom.
곧 승자와
Okay,
생존자와 그렇지 못한
why are they
자가
phrasing it like this?
펼쳐집니다.
Who will survive and win, and who will lose and perish? We're about to find out. Do-yoon bit down on his lip. On live TV. I need to keep my face straight. Betrayer. Why don't I just give up now? And reveal the truth to everyone? Well, that's... If he just died and Jam was right, oh my god.
도윤아, 아니지?
Do-yoon, you don't mean this, do you?
처음부터 이럴
Has this been your intent all along?
한도윤,
Do-yoon,
이제 시간이 없어.
we don't have time.
다 깨진
Stop
걸
trying to put together
언제까지
broken
맞춰보고
pieces.
있어. 지금이야말로
This is the
자신을
time to test
시험해봐야지.
your true potential.
잘
Think wisely, I'm
생각해.
giving you a chance.
내가 자,
So what's your answer?
저한테 뭘 기대하세요?
You expect me to do?
좋게 봐주시는 건 감사하지만 그럴 순 없어요.
Thank you for holding me in high regard, but I can't do that.
동고동락했던
And he
밴드를
considered him to
저버리고
be a betrayer for deserting his own band members to advance to the finals. Yu-Yun opened his eyes. He couldn't see anything. He could only feel his eyes blink. Still alive. Is Do-Yoon the protagonist? Do-Yoon bumped into something as he slowly stretched out his body. He realized he was trapped in a narrow space. Fortunately, he wasn't pinned or injured. But the thought of his small fortune did not last too long. Is Kyu-Hyuk okay? What about the audience and the staff? How long was I knocked out for? There's no way to find out. Doesn't sound like he's okay. His senses were slowly recovering, but the intense pain forced out a groan. His trembling limbs were filled with goosebumps. Never imagined that his end would look like this. He couldn't even think of blaming anyone right now. A cold sweat rolled down his cheeks, slapping him out of his thoughts. Kyu-Hyuk. Hope he's safe, so that he can tell the others. I sacrificed myself to save him. That Do-Yoon Han is not just a betrayer. Also, he did it for his image. I'm not sure if that makes you a good person, though.
도윤, 이 배신자!
Do-yoon, you betrayer! Do-yoon squeezed his eyes shut. Do-yoon! Do-yoon was startled by the voice and banged his head into something.
형!
Yu-hyuk!
규혁이 형!
Is that you?
들려! 도윤아, 조금만 참아!
I can hear you. Do-yoon, hang in there.
미친가 봐요.
He must be down here. Voices drew closer. The blinding light pierced his eyes as he was pulled up.
괜찮아?
You alright?
형,
Yuck.
무사해서
Glad you're
다행이야.
okay.
너 아니었으면 난...
It wasn't for you. Oh boy. So what is this? New profile. The bassist of the indie band Masquerade joined the audition show with his band, but he alone made it to the finals. For this, he has been dubbed the Betrayer. Okay, and then Yu Hyuk is a performer who has consistently topped the charts since preliminaries. He is the son of legendary singer Young Hee Lee. Yeah, this is kind of like a first date. A profile is a personal or past story about a character. You can get profiles in many different ways as you play. Okay, so these are like little bits of information that you have to unlock through doing certain things, I'm supposing. Ooh, it's like we're gonna fill up a notebook, kind of like how Noja was. Do-yoon, are you okay? Oh, you're that nerd from behind stage.
사이라,
Sale,
무사했구나.
glad to see you're safe too. Are you hurt?
같은
Sale is a floor director for Buried Stars. He helps the producer do various jobs around the stage and knows all of the finals contestants.
잠깐 기절했었지만 괜찮은 것 같아요.
I just blacked out for a second, but I'm fine.
무대 쪽은 그나마 덜 무너졌어요.
Stage managed to stay intact, but it was still close.
도윤아,
Do-yoon,
조금
I'm just feeling a bit dizzy. Do-yoon turned his eyes toward the stage while letting out a painful groan. What the? Couldn't believe his own eyes. The stage collapsed instantly. Blue keywords include information on the current situation or character. In communication, they can be used as a conversation topic. As he turned back, he noticed the somber expression on their faces.
형, 지금 이럴 때가 아니에요.
Do-yoon, you need to pull yourself together.
도윤아, 움직일 수 있어?
Do you think you can move? Yu-hyuk's eyes were trembling while Sale tightly clenched onto his messenger bag. This isn't the time to stay weak. Let's assess the situation here first.
이젠
Feeling a bit better, but... Station started. Okay, what is this? You can acquire reaction keywords by talking with others using clue words. Okay. In communication, you can see acquirable reaction keywords and acquisition state. Okay. On the keyword selection screen, you can determine your current report levels with another person through their facial expressions and speech bubble. On the communication and conversation screens, you can check your report levels with the character. I guess we'll talk about the collapse.
대체
Stage was changed at the last minute, right? Yeah, it completely messed up our choreo as well.
그랬지.
We switched it to the new stage because it's got more seats, right?
그치만
He didn't have to rush it through. Regarding the abrupt stage relocation. They went too far? Trying to move the stage too quickly? Or it was due to the unexpected level of popularity? I think I'm gonna say that one.
그땐
Yeah, people were crazy about the show.
그랬지.
Indeed. Why? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Report is a stat indicating the level of trust and closeness that the characters feel towards you. It will change depending on your communication dialogues and choices.
Oh no.
Why did that make us less close? Your report is... Oh, if your report is high and certain conditions are met, a special event will be triggered. If your report is low, a character might refuse to talk to you. Remember that report also affects your scenario tree. Oh god. Scenario tree sounds an awful lot like respect the great flowchart.
그치만
That can't be an excuse for everything.
그랬었는데
Application server went down several times.
그건
It's because the server capacity was exceeded.
Respect the great land.
Sanity refers to your mental health. It is affected by your choices as well as your situation. When it drops to 0, it's game over?
그래도
I understand they are trying to strike while the iron is hot, but this is wrong. Yu-Hyuk nodded angrily. Yes, and this is the result. Okay. So it says apparently I can't talk to him because we already talked to him once. Oh. I guess we'll talk to this guy. Why does he start the conversation mad? Our sanity is kind of low, too.
이럴 줄은.
A disaster. This guy gives me really shady vibes, honestly. I don't trust him.
그거 있잖아.
We weren't supposed to perform here. Yeah, we might need some sanity pills.
맞아요.
Yes, they wanted a bigger stage. Why is he looking like that? But people were talking about the bent steel frames and the falling dust. Yeah, they rushed everything, and just look at it now.
괜찮아?
You alright? You look so pale. I was opposed to changing the stage from the get-go. I guess if we're trying to work on a relationship with everybody, we should be nice, right? Yeah, they all look shady, you're right. Not hurt? I guess we're gonna calm down.
혹시
Are you hurt?
네?
Me?
아무래도요.
Just a little scratch, I'm alright. You must have heard. They were rushing construction to get everything finished before the finals.
너무 나갔어요.
There were so many warning signs, like you said. The frames were bent and dust was falling from the ceiling. That's why I told them not to rush it. Pushing through to meet a tighter deadline. Is that even possible? Sale fiddled with his messenger bag.
네.
Well, that's how things work in the industry. The show was a big success.
말하자면
Anything is possible as long as we have the momentum to keep on rolling. Do we have a score sheet? No, we don't, not yet. We might need Akihiko at some point, though. They can literally demand and execute any task in a rush. Started construction of the final stage. Okay. After acquiring all of the reaction keywords, you can end the communication. If you have some unused clue keywords, you can try another communication, even if it ends. Sanity and report could be affected. Yeah, I guess we'll leave for now. So they report worse. Wait a minute. What? My report went down. Oh, my sanity worsened. I see. All because of Yu Hyuk drove us crazy, I guess. The dizziness was almost gone. Do-yoon chewed over the conversation he had just had.
얘기는 다 해봤어.
Talk to everyone.
조금
So
정리해보자.
let me get this straight. Using keywords you've acquired, you can recap the story or decide the direction of the flow. Oh god. There was clear evidence of shoddy construction. The stage for the show was constructed in a hurry. The workers were rushed to erect metal pillars and install heavy lights.
천장에서 가루가
Stuff was falling from the ceiling.
벽에
I saw
금방도
cracks in the walls. Contestants and staff had already warned of the dangers, but nothing changed. Everything was rushed due to the terrible decision to relocate the
거의
stage.
쫓기는 것처럼 옮겼어.
The decision to relocate was made hastily. This was done to secure more seats for the audience. Even the rehearsals had to be done all over again, and all the objections were ignored.
위에서 강행하면
Who could refuse
끝까지
instruction
기다릴 수
coming
있는
from
사람이
higher up?
급박한 무대 이전 때문에
I have to say, I'm a bit surprised that he's the pro tag. Forcing the stage relocation led to this shoddy construction.
붕괴 참사는
It was only a matter of time until this happened. If you succeed in recapping or suggesting a proper keyword, you will receive a conclusion keyword. Interesting. A hand reached out to Do-yoon.
이나 씨, 그리고 다른 사람들
We have to look for
찾아봐야죠.
Inha and the others.
그래, 혹시
Yes,
가는지
and check
확인해보세요.
if you get any signal.
전화도 되잖아요.
You have the phone app.
스마트워치요. 쇼에서 준 거.
Look at the smartwatch that B-Stars gave you. Seems like he knows a lot. Okay, so we have a smartwatch. Do-yoon checked his left wrist. Everything relating to the show, including the clothes, background, facilities, and accessories, was sponsored. And it was mandatory for all contestants to use the sponsored products. This all-in-one smartwatch was one of them.
아이 젠장.
Shit.
전화 안
Can't
터져.
get any signal.
나도야.
Me neither. The two of them felt bitter.
거기 누구야?
Who's there?
혜성아,
Haesung.
도윤이 형.
Do-yoon. The youngest among the top 5 contestants with a cute and adorable image.
It's so much fun!
He did well in the voting until a scandal concerning his violence at school broke out.
규혁이 형?
I think that's the second place girl. Yu Hyuk?
서혜성.
Haesung.
장실, 너도냐?
Seal, you made it out too. Silhouette of someone could be seen behind the mumbling Haesung.
뒤에는 누구야?
Who's that behind you?
영희 누나야. 깨어나서
It's
발견했어.
Ju-young. I found her soon after I woke up. Oh, it's Panic Attack Chan. Her fascinating voice and singing ability enabled her to make her debut as a girl group member, but she was criticized for getting involved in a scandal at the time.
얘들아,
Is everyone okay?
대체 무슨 일이야 이게?
What on earth happened here? Right, hey Dots. There are a lot of Scandalos. Did you update your game? What do you mean? Oh, you mean on Twitch? Yeah, it should be updated.
누나야말로 괜찮아요?
What about you? Are you alright?
어,
Yeah, I thought I was gonna die. The two of them carefully went to the center of the stage.
타이밍 미쳤어.
It's a
누나
close
앞으로
call.
쏟아졌다니까?
Something fell right in front of me.
뒤로 날라서 기절한 거지.
Lucky that I jumped back.
설쳤으면
If I had taken
끝장났어.
one more step forward, I wouldn't be here talking with you.
저 다른 사람들은 어떻게 됐을까?
What about the others? What happened to everyone else?
가족이랑 관객들
Families and audience and the staff.
이나 씨도 아직 없어요. 무슨 일이 생긴
Inha is nowhere to be found either. What if something happened to...
야! 살아 있었어?
Good God, you're alive! Shadowy figure ran towards Duyun. It hurts. A contestant armed with excellent sense of rhythm and great voice. She advanced to the finals thanks to the skills she honed in her dance crew. Inha.
갈비라도 나갔냐?
Did I break your ribs?
아, 방금
I just did, I guess.
다들
Oh my, everyone's okay.
네, 이나 씨. 덕분에요.
Yes, thanks to you, Inha.
덕분은 베스타가 절대 안
Don't
났는데.
thank me. Beastars is totally trash now. An abbreviation for the show Buried Stars. It's used by a lot of the media, fans, contestants, and staff alike. Tension momentarily passed when Inha joined them.
이나까지 해서 출연자는
Now that
다
everyone's
모였어.
here, we have all the contestants. Contestants checked on one another. The top 5 consisting of Yu Hyuk, Yoo Yoon-han, Hae Sung-seo, Ju Young-min, In-ha-oh, and the floor director Sale Chang. There were a total of 6 people. Although there was another character shown before the crash happened.
무너지기 직전에 대피하란 말을 들었어.
I heard an announcement to evacuate the building right before the collapse.
관객석 뒤에
That's
양쪽으로
interesting.
비상구가 있어요.
There are 2 exits at the back of the audience section.
거기로 다 나갔을 거라고?
You think all the others got out through the exits?
그래. 사람이 안 보인다는
Yes,
건
I guess, since we don't see any of them.
다들 나간 거겠지?
So everyone else escaped,
그렇겠지?
right?
잠깐,
Wait,
피디님,
do you think
신승현 피디님도 나갔겠지?
Song-yeon, the producer, escaped too? Ah, she's got a cool aesthetic. The Sung-yeon. The primary producer for Buried Stars, season 4. She's famous for making hit shows. So she's Junko. No, that's a song. Must have escaped, I guess.
나갔을 거예요.
She must have.
천장 쪽이
Since
지탱해서
the ceiling
다
is
무너지지
still
않았어요.
supported, some areas are intact.
우리 다섯도 무사히
See,
나왔으니까
none of us are hurt.
피디님도
She
무사하시겠죠.
must be okay too. Doo-yoon rejected any unpleasant possibilities.
그럴까?
I think so. I mean, we're safe, but
피디님 계셨던 데가 어디였더라?
where was
기억이 잘안
Sung-yoon? I'm gonna struggle with her name. Before the collapse, I can't remember.
저기 다 무너진 쪽 아니야?
Isn't she standing in that totally crushed area? Yu Young's eyes looked anxious and shaken. No one seemed to know what exactly had happened right after the collapse.
관객들, 스텝,
Audience and staff, did they really escape?
바깥에 연락할 방법 없을까?
Is there a way to communicate with the outside world? You may suggest one of your keywords available to give an opinion or answer.
스마트워치요.
Our smartwatches. We should all check them. Oh,
그래.
my
워치가 있었지?
goodness. We have the watches.
쇼에서 준 거.
The staff gave them to us.
왜 그 생각을 못했지?
Why didn't I think of that?
먼저 해본 사람
Has
없어?
anyone tried it yet?
한 사람이라도 되면 일단 성공이에요.
All we need is just one working watch.
연락처. 하나도
Contacts?
기억 안 나.
I can't remember any.
어떡하지?
What do I do?
언니, 그게 중요한 게 아니야. 119부터.
Ju-young, that's not important. Try calling 911 first. Actually, there's, needles that inject you with Soporil. No, that wasn't it. I can't remember what it was in Zero Escape. Turbocurarine. There we go. Tubocurarine. Ziggy!
그래. 무사하단 걸 알려야
Yes!
돼.
We need to let them know we're alive.
내 건 아직도
I
시험 안
still don't
됐어.
have a signal. What about
다른
you
사람은?
guys? Tubochlorine. Oh god.
누구 되는 분 없어요?
What? That's actually unclear, Mars. But, I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be like an American Idol thing. And then this happened. And I agree with you, the nerd is super sus. I feel like if anybody has a death flag, actually, he does. Like, he's gonna pass away.
나 전화 터졌어.
Hey, Gokai, this is our new visual novel. I'm actually super digging the vibe so far. I don't know about you guys, I know we're only 40 minutes in. But this looks kind of sick. Oh, I've got a signal! All eyes were on Inha. He couldn't hear what the other person was saying.
프로필? 우리 거야?
Profiles? Ours?
무슨 얘기야?
What are they asking for? Oh shit, what if there's like a mastermind communicating with them via the watches? Hey Blackbird, yeah, this is a mystery visual novel. I really don't know I don't know anything about this game. I just like the music and the aesthetic and the environment so far.
프로필.
Our
어떻게
profiles!
잘못된
They want to know
건지
why
알아요?
our profiles are all mixed up.
베스타 프로필?
Are B-Stars profiles? You like Anxiety Attack Chan? Yeah, my favorite is the waifu for sure, but she's probably my second fave so far.
우리 키랑 몸무게.
Yeah, our heights, weights, and blood types were all mixed up.
구조대가 확실히 알아야겠다.
The rescue team wants to know the correct information. Everyone quickly corrected their profiles. Profiles were edited after receiving the rescue team's request. The overall info, including height and weight, is mixed up.
네, 알겠어요. 여보세요? 그렇게 할게요. 네.
Yeah, okay, hello? Okay, will do. Yup. Inha slowly lowered her watch. And
뭐라고
credit
그래?
cards. What are they saying?
사라진 사람들은 괜찮다?
They
구조대는
rescued
가는데?
others safely? Is the rescue team gonna be here soon?
그게
Well... Inha continued with a grim expression.
사고 터지자마자
The accident
신고는
was
갔대.
reported immediately.
일단 우리 여기 있다고 말했어.
I told them our location.
다른 사람들은?
And what happened to the others?
무대 주변으로는
People around the
조금
stage had
시간이
time to
있었대.
escape.
탈출했다는 거야?
So they escaped safely?
관객들, 가족들,
The audience, our
후방
family,
스태프도 빠져나갔다고
and staff
그랬어.
at the back. They all escaped.
다들 무사히
What a relief.
빠져나갔구나.
They all got out safely.
그럼 여긴 우리만
So
있다는
we're
얘기야?
the only ones here?
신승현 PD는 연락이 안 된대.
Haven't been able to contact Sung Yoon. She's not answering.
PD님도 빠져나간 거
Didn't she
아니었어요?
escape with the others?
오히려 이쪽에 있냐고 물어보더라고.
No, they actually asked me if she was with us. She's missing. Oh, what if she's dead?
잠깐, 우리는 언제 꺼내준대?
Wait, what about us? When are they going to get us out? Ju-young interrupted. Inha hesitated but went on.
건물 외벽이 무대를 감싸는 것처럼
Apparently, the
무너졌대.
outer walls of this building collapsed as if it covered the stage.
구조대가 당장 들어올 수는.
So it will take them some time to get the rescue team here.
뭐?
Oh no.
더 안 무너지려면 하나씩
To avoid
해체하면서
further
와야
collapse,
된대.
they have to dismantle each section one by one.
야 본론 그게
Cut to the
언젠데?
chase, so when's that gonna be?
적어도
At least 6
6시간
hours.
넘는다고.
Most of the staff members and the audience managed to escape to a safe area. It will take at least 6 hours for the rescue team to arrive.
6시간?
6 hours?
와나 돌겠네.
Gotta be kidding.
뜸들이다 왕창
What if
무너지면
this whole place comes tumbling down? Yu-hyuk took a look around the stage.
무대 상태 좋아 보이진
Stage
않아.
condition looks pretty bad.
다른 탈출구는 전혀 없대?
There are no other exits.
공연 다 체크했대.
We've already checked the whole blueprint,
지금 상태론
but no
출구가
exits
없다고.
are available at the moment.
구하러 올 때까지 버티란
You just want us to hold out until they come.
우리 프로필은 왜 확인한 거야?
By the way, why did you check our profiles?
그게
Well,
신원을
they
정확히
needed to confirm our
파악해야 될지
identity info
모른다고.
just in case. In case there are casualties. They needed the correct height, weight, and blood type information to properly identify each survivor. Feeling burdened by everyone's attention, Inha took a step back.
전화 됐다 안 됐다 할
Since
수
we might
있으니까
get the signal
벨소리
again,
모음이면 소리로
they
바꿔두래.
told me to unmute the ringtone.
방금 통화도
I recorded our
녹음했어.
conversation.
들어보면 더 자세히.
It will tell you the details.
눌렀는데
Huh? I thought I pressed it. Sus!
저 뭔가
Something
잘못됐나
is
봐.
not working.
뭐 하자는 플레이야?
You pulling our legs or something?
똑바로 해야지. 상황이 이런데.
How careless! We can't afford to make mistakes in this kind of situation. It looked like Inha, the only one who had successfully made a call, was cornered. What to say to the others who are feeling anxious? I'm panicking.
괜찮을 거예요.
Easy,
혜성이도
easy.
진정해.
It's not a big deal. You calm down too, Haesung.
구조대가 우릴 파악했어. 어떻게든
The
버텨봐요.
rescue team has our info now. Let's stay safe and sound until they come.
그래요. 이나 씨가 뭘
Exactly.
잘못했어요?
And what did Inha do wrong?
연락된 것만 해도 큰 수확이야.
At least she helped us with the phone call. Assuming she actually made a phone call. You're right.
내가
Sorry,
순간적으로 좀
I got
흥분했어.
carried away.
아니야, 내가 띨띨하게 굴었지.
No, I've made the stupid mistake.
하여튼 거기서 말한 거
Anyhow,
거의 다
I told you
전달했어.
everything. An awkward silence linger.
적당히 끼어들어줬네.
Thanks for jumping in.
넌 괜찮아?
Are you okay?
언니 상황 알잖아. 충분히 그럴 수 있어.
You know about her condition. I understand her.
지금도
I bet she's on the verge of a breakdown. Yoon had no choice but to nod. They were successful in contacting people outside, but it didn't help lighten the mood. Yoonha's phone recording didn't work. What kind of condition are the other smartwatches in? What are their thoughts about the mixed up profiles? Yoon decided to raise some questions. You can use the memo, record, contacts, and settings apps of the smartwatch. You can check keywords you've acquired so far in memo. You can listen to recorded files stored on the watch. Okay, interesting. You can see the personal info of people and profiles you've acquired so far. You can change the ringtone of the watch. The new ringtone will be applied on the next incoming call. That's kind of fun. You can change the background image. If you select an image from the list, it will be applied immediately.
그건 뭐야?
설명부터 듣고 누르는 게 좋을 것 같은데요.
You better listen to my instructions first and then press it.
녹음? 이거
Word button?
되는
This
건가?
thing on?
그런 것
Yes,
같네.
so.
줄 거면 통 크게 태블릿을 쏘지.
Didn't they give us a tablet or something? This is too small to see.
화면이 됐다시만 해야 안
We need a bigger screen to review our choreography and stuff.
저희 마음대로 고를 수
Wasn't
있는
up
게
to us to
아니라서.
choose that.
무대에 차고 나와서 광고 좀
Sponsor
해달라는
wants-
거잖아.
Sponsor wants us to wear it on stage for advertising purposes. They wouldn't want us to wear a big tablet.
이따만한 거 차고
Who can
나오면
even see this
눈에
tiny
보기만
device on
하겠냐?
television?
억지로라도 보게 시킬 건데.
They want to advertise their
그럴 거면
product and
크게는
brand. Why not give us something bigger?
없잖아. 하긴 서혜성이가 큰 거에 대해 뭘
Well-
알겠어.
What do you know about being big?
키 얘기하지 말랬지.
Don't make fun of my body.
야, 치겠다.
What are you gonna do?
사람
Hit
치겠네.
me?
닥치는 건 어때?
Why don't you shut your sorry mouth?
그런데 녹음 어떻게 꺼?
By the way, how do I turn off the recording?
아직 하는 중이었어?
You've been recording this?
저기 이건
You
삭제를
better just delete our
추천합니다.
conversation. You must. Okay. So, okay. What's the last thing you saw, Jam? Because we got... So they all got together. Inha reached the outside with her watch. And she said that their profiles had been altered and she needed everyone's information to get updated. Which is extremely suspicious. Then she said that the rescue team wasn't going to be there for 6 hours and that the producer has gone missing. Then she said she recorded all of their conversation for details. Right, the conversation that she had with the person outside, and then the recording isn't there. So basically, Inha looks like a really fucking sketchy sketch. Also, like, in this recording, she was kind of starting a fight with Haesung, so, like... She seems like trouble to me. Are they in the Grand Canyon? Well, apparently because of the way it collapsed, they can't move all the pieces at once, or it might just... in on itself. So it's a slow process. So they basically have 6 hours for all the shit to go down, I'm supposing. Give me a quick second. I'm gonna turn on some lights and run to the bathroom.
마스컬레이드의 한도윤입니다. 아니. 이름은 한도윤. 좋아하는 것은 이게 뭐 하는 짓이냐?
Sorry. We're back. What am I doing?
너에 대해서 얘기해.
Talk about you?
미션이잖아. 협찬 물품도
Yeah,
소개할
it's our
겸
mission.
사란 거겠지.
They also want us to promote this product.
아, 미션이지.
Oh, right, a mission. Sorry,
깜빡했어.
I forgot.
이런 깜빡이 같은
People should know how forgetful
방송이
you
좀
are.
나가.
저 벌써
It's all
녹음
recorded.
중인데요.
언제
Huh?
불렀어?
When did you even turn it on?
규혁이 형이 되물어보기
Right before
전부터.
Yuck spoke.
자, 그럼 일단 그건
And delete it.
지우고
Let's start
다시 하자.
over again.
미션 까먹었다는 얘기를 숨기려고?
Trying to hide your bad short-term memory?
그럴 리가요.
Not really.
뭔가 단호해.
You're just very firm about it.
부드럽게 말했는데.
I was saying that casually.
어쨌든
Anyways,
이건
I'm saving this.
뭔가
You're very
단호해.
firm about it. Okay, those are interesting. Q is 27. Interesting. Their ages are actually more reasonable than I was expecting. Oh wait, can I change my my ringtone? Oh, 1 second, let me take a call. Okay. Why does he make this face towards some of them? I took a quick bathroom break, so a little bit of when you were gone. Hey, Twice. Have you heard of this game? I had never heard of this, and it's really cool so far. He's making a different face for this one, so I guess we're gonna talk to him about it. Isn't it weird? From head to toe, everything's borrowed from someone else. Only thing that's mine is my body.
그럴까?
That's sad.
어?
You think it's sad when they dress you for free?
참.
You're not star material.
글쎄.
Well, it's different for everyone. Wow, that pissed him off.
아이고.
I just don't understand. How can this be sad? Haesung, his eyes blurry, adjusted the sleeve of his jacket. Well, let's suppose it's different for everyone, as you put it. This red dude is giving Pangy Court? Well, at least you know who I am. But if you're so uncomfortable with sponsored products, you shouldn't have joined the show, right? Short silence followed the conversation. Startled by a sudden sound, Do-yoon stepped back. Do-yoon, look out!
뭐야 이건?
He better not be dead.
위에서 떨어졌어.
That just fell from above. You nearly died.
저기 전화 울린 거는 내가
Hey,
했어.
I'm the one who called you.
그게
Well, I was
뭐지?
playing with my
뭐가
watch to
되나
see what
만져보다가
was working. It was something to be thankful for. The debris could have crushed him if the ringtone hadn't gone off. The rescue team's advice to unmute the ringtone had saved him.
여기 진짜 너무
It's too dangerous here.
큰일 날 뻔했어.
That was quite close. Everyone looked up at the ceiling with grim expressions on their faces. The tension died down as the ominous tremors began to subside. Ah! There's already Korean voice acting in the game, so looks like my job is done. Why is Sale always mad? So there's 9 things that I can get from talking to these guys. Holy shit.
그때
I unknowingly yelled at Inha.
그땐
Everyone was on edge. And you have your reason.
어?
A reason? Oh, are you talking about the panic attacks? Ju Young fell silent for a moment. You don't need to concern yourself with that. But having some symptoms, though, thanks to this mess. Thank you for caring for me.
만약에
I'll let you know if I need help. I don't want to make this a concept or excuse. Oh? If report reaches a certain point and specified criteria are satisfied, a report event will occur. You can sometimes acquire a reaction keyword here. If you see the 5-phase report event, 5-phase report event, for each character, the epilogue will change. Oh, so it's like support conversations?
도윤아
Do-yoon,
밴드 애들하고
you're going to
다시
call your
연락할
band
거지?
members, right?
네?
Huh? Why are you
갑자기-
asking me that?
오지랖 같겠지만
Usually don't comment on other people's
늦지
business,
않게
but in this
하라고
case, I think you
말해주고
should
싶었어.
before it's too late. Young ran her hand through her long hair.
난 빌어보지
Since I left Beloved,
않으면서
I didn't contact any of my team members.
말 없이 나갔다는 얘기.
Ah, so it is true that you left
진짜였어요?
without any explanation.
민망하게도
Felt shameful
미안하기도
and
하고.
sorry, and there was no
돌이킬
going
순
back
없어.
anyway.
딴에는
I thought it would be
진정되고
better to talk to
얘기하자고
them after things were settled.
진정돼서 연락한 건
So
언제였어요?
when did you contact them? Young fell silent for a moment.
안 했어.
Never.
그 뒤로 한 번도?
Never? Not even once?
그래.
That's right.
몇 년이나 지났는데.
It's been years.
시간이 지나니까
As more time passed, it got more difficult to contact them.
상처를
I was
들쑤시는
afraid I
게
might bring up
있다가
painful memories. Ju Young lowered her head, looking pale.
정말 열심히 했는데
Practiced really hard. We
앞으로도
were sincerely
그러겠다고
committed
했었는데
to the future.
영원히
I even told them we'd be
하자고
together
했던
forever.
내가 깬 거지.
Then I screwed it all up by abruptly
먼저 떠나-
leaving.
멤버분들한테도 연락 안
None of
왔고요.
them called to ask you why?
실망했겠지.
No. They must have been disappointed.
이해해.
I understand them.
그래서
Is
예선
that
때
why they
인터뷰에
did an
응한
interview during the
거였을까요?
preliminaries?
얼굴 가리고 나왔던
Oh,
거
the
말이지?
interview was with one of them. With a mosaic applied to her face?
옛 동료라고
Yes, that one.
나왔던 거 맞아요.
She said she was your former team member.
날 서 있었지.
She was very pointed,
받아들일 수밖에.
and I must take it.
차일피일 미루다
I kept
그렇게 된 거야.
procrastinating to make the call, and that was the consequence.
내가
It's all because I ran away
도망쳐.
from them. Yu Young shook her head, and her long hair ruffled.
베스터 나오기 전에라도 연락해
Why didn't you
보시지.
call them before coming up for B-stars?
밖에 부숴놓고선
Then it
다시
would look like I'm
해보기는
asking for their support after
응원해달라는
crushing
거잖아.
everything.
반응을 마주할 용기가 안 났어.
That is not an emoji of my face, thank you. Although it does look a lot like me. I just couldn't find the courage to face them.
그래서 말하는 거야.
That's why I'm telling you. You should call your members before it's too late. So we got like an extra little piece of her character profile for some reason.
그건
All the personal details got mixed up. But it's still displayed as official.
대체
We've been telling them ever since they were displayed.
나도야.
So did I. They snapped at me for bringing that up, so I didn't even bother to ask them again.
결국
Hey, Solomon. And the viewers discovered it right away.
그러니까
It's because they all left the work to the new guy. Still think it was harsh, right? So wait, is the new guy Sale?
그래요.
Thought they were too harsh. Really? I don't think they made such a big deal out of it.
그건
They made the new guy do all the work, but something went wrong. Didn't say anything because he was going to be blamed for everything.
그렇구나.
Oh, Seil. Yes, okay. Am I like messing up any of the other ones super badly? Seil. Managed data and did other tech stuff. He even had to deal with subcontractors at times. Then the accident happened, and the show needed a scapegoat.
맞아.
How can the new guy be held responsible? I just didn't get it.
알잖아요.
You know how Song Yeon is. That one, I need help. Song Yeon. Like onion, but with a song. Sungyeon. Not the onion song. Raised hell, not knowing what was going on. Sungyeon. Sungyeon. So it is like a sung onion. It's an onion that's been sung.
그거야.
It was a natural thing for you to do if you didn't know. For putting it that way. Think about that right now. But I still regret it. Profile data management was solely assigned to the experienced youngest staff member. He had to handle not only physical demanding jobs, but IT work and housework. Let's talk to good old Gyu Hyuk. So the ones where they have a speech bubble, I feel like those are the ones I should engage in, right? You'll have to run an errand. What is this? So this is a mystery visual novel. Obviously, it's very Korean. Basically, it was like an American Idol, like, song competition. And then suddenly the building collapsed. And, the characters stuck in here are the 5 top contestants, somebody from the staff, and the producer of the show. And we're trying to figure out what happened, before they're rescued by the escape team, which isn't going to get here until 6 hours.
뭔데?
What are you looking at, the watch? Oh yeah. My wrist feels funny. Basically, avoid dying and pick which K-pop boy to marry at the end? Yeah. The visuals are incredible so far. I'm digging the environment, the mystery aspect. I like the cast of characters. Like this is checking the boxes for me.
괜찮아?
What? Did you break it when?
아니야.
No, it's not broken. I just want to loosen up the wrist strap a bit.
아,
Okay, I was worried. The two stared at the watch on Du-Yoon's wrist. Oh, nice, Ifrit. Are we back from the gym? And where's Stephanique?
혹시
Du-Yoon, have you tried calling someone with yours? Du-Yoon is Do-Yoon. Do-Yoon. Okay, got it. Oh, he's at a wedding. Oh, snap. Didn't try any further. Yu-Hyuk, you are saying correctly. Well, that one's nice and phonetic. What about Haesung? Hyeseong? Haesung. Haesung. Haesung? Also, I apologize if I still say them wrong after you tell me. Hey, it's a song about onions! Nope, no, hopefully not that. I'll keep trying. Although everyone in the contact list is here.
나도야.
Me and you both. Phone app on the watch could only be used to call people in the contact list.
그게
Oh, well. As for you, though, I'm a little surprised. Oh, that was not him.
아무래도
You know how things are for me right now. What? I'll keep checking anyway. Haesung. Let's do that, since we don't know how things are gonna turn out. Okay, so we got another thing.
도윤아,
Why don't you turn around? Let me see if you're okay.
괜찮아.
Considering what just happened to me, I'm quite fine. Except for getting quite dirty. As long as we're alive, we need to keep being careful.
솔직히
Nothing belongs to us in here. Hair, makeup, clothes, accessory, they are all provided by someone else.
그럴까?
What do you think of this so far, Solomon? I guess the watch is the most expensive, huh?
그렇지.
I think so, although it's of no use to us with empty contacts. People in here with us, and that's about it. That's what the production crew wanted. Why the show restricted their contacts? Maintain security of the contestants? Isolate the... It's probably... It's fun listening to you try to say the name. Yeah, I am not very knowledgeable of Korean pronunciations.
혹시
Did they want to make us feel isolated?
Huh?
Isolated?
그랬었는데
We had no idea how people were responding out there unless the production crew tells us. Yu-Hyuk nodded after a little pause.
아무래도
Maintaining information asymmetry would have been helpful for them to control us. Yeah, it's Soju. Oh, there's a really cute red-haired one, so we're 100% about him. Yu-Hyuk is nice too, to be honest. And that's probably why they told us to remove the eliminated contestants from the contact list.
그래서
Oh, I might have made a gin and soda. This is actually a rum and soda, but yeah. Thanks to them, I have no one to call now.
그럴 거야.
Ina talked to the rescue team, so they must have her number.
그래.
Oh! Wait. She couldn't have talked to the rescue team because there's no rescue in the contact. You're having iced tea? Let's go, Dots. Also, none of them have signal except for Inha. She is so sketchy. We're talking to her next. I should also figure out when my phone gets a signal. Right. Inha's phone might not work sometimes. Interesting. Alright, Inha.
그럴싸해.
It's quite useful, although it's got some faults. You don't really use it, do you?
아니야.
Use it like... I use it like everyone else does.
아닌 것 같아.
Don't lie to me. Everyone already knows. You only use the memo and contacts apps. That's what everyone uses. He's on Grindr. Oh my. But he doesn't look the type. So ironic, huh?
어?
Is that zero? Is that a zero tattoo?
You'll never get out!
What do you mean by ironic?
아니야?
Not just the watch, you aren't good with any of the electronic devices. You even use paper when you're writing songs.
그게
It's just an old habit. Classic, to put it mildly. Old, to be straightforward. Then let's go with classic. We're vintage. You look much better with short hair, Doyoon. I guess you don't even know the weird way of using it, huh? Since you're so classic.
맞아.
Of course not. If you would call it the weird way of using it.
헐.
Whoa, that bad? What is she talking about? Anyhow, I wish I could continue to use it even after the show. It looks expensive. Can you afford it? Oh, I want to burn her. You could ask the sponsor. Should we burn her? She will get mad, and we might not.
Bring your
We might not,
shade.
but we might lock ourselves out of getting one of the keywords if I say the wrong thing. Also, just based on her personality so far, I'm pretty sure she would be very quick to anger, so... We're gonna say this one.
I'm gonna kill you!
그러면
Maybe you should ask the sponsor, who knows? It's already used and damaged.
야,
What are you talking about? Of course I'd ask for a new one. I don't know about that. Inha fiddled with her watch on her wrist.
있잖아.
So, what's the weird way of using the watch?
어?
Oh, that? It's about the ringtone.
들어봐봐.
Well, check this out. Inha tapped the watch's screen a few times, and her voice started to play.
그거지.
I can set a file I've recorded as the ringtone. How cool is that?
아니,
Okay. Let me show you. Oh god, Solomon, no. Hey, something feels funny. Is that how you're gonna respond after hearing my beautiful voice?
글쎄.
Can agree that it's weird. It's not even that weird. No, am I weird? You're bickering. A smartwatch ringtone. Contestants can set various ringtones from basic tunes to recorded files. The rescue team requested that they unmute. I feel like she set up she's gonna be she's definitely a bad guy. Because she didn't actually talk to the rescue team, she got their information, she made them trackable by making them turn on their ringtones. She's super sus. Most sus. We just got a report event with her, damn it.
야, 잠깐.
Hey, wait.
내 눈 색깔.
Are my eyes different colors?
아니, 둘 다
Nope, both
파래.
blue.
영 흐릿해서
So
돌아간 줄
blurry that I
알았지.
thought I might have lost a contact. Inha blinked her eyes several times.
눈 불편해?
Do
안경은
they
안
bother
챙겼지?
you? You bring your glasses?
무대 서는데 무슨
Wearing
안경을
glasses on
챙겨.
stage? No thanks.
렌즈 없어지면 앞도 안
Can't see
보여.
anything without my contacts.
관리
I need to
잘해야지.
take good care of them. Inha mumbled to herself while rolling up her eyes.
눈 뒤집으면서 말하지 말아줄래?
Please don't speak with your eyes rolled up?
내 눈을 내가
Hey, I
뒤집든
do what I want
돌리든
with my eyes.
뭘 봐?
What are you looking
세상
at? Don't
반하진
fall
마라.
for me.
취향
You
아니다.
ain't my type.
너나 나나
You know what?
예선 때랑은
We
정말
turned into
달라졌다
different
싶어서.
people as we went through the preliminaries.
너 갈색
You had
긴
long
머리에
brown hair
안경
and
쓰고
glasses
왔잖아.
back then.
그런 걸 기억하고 다녀?
Do you still remember that?
넌 벌건 눈에서 장발로
And you had
나타났지.
red contacts and long hair in the beginning. Long hair!
생각해보면
Toko!
많이 달라졌네.
To think of it, we've all changed a lot.
어쩌면 생각하는 것까지.
Even the way we think.
캐릭터 어떻게 잡아서
How do they
주는
come up
거야?
with unique characters for each of us?
빛나는 재능에 적절한
They turned our brilliant talent and in despair into a script.
그러고 보면 너 말투도 달라졌어.
You even talk to now.
그래? 발전상이 눈부시네.
Story. Oh yeah, thanks for noticing. Inha stroked her hair gently.
한도윤님 알맹이.
But I see no change in you.
잘 안 맞아서 그런 건지
I have a hard
모르겠어.
time faking the character.
전문가들이 잡은 모습이잖아. 따라서
It is
손해볼
all
건
designed by experts. If it won't hurt to go along with it.
변화가 곧
Change
발전이야.
means evolution.
그렇지 않아?
It's good, right?
좀 불편한 것만은 사실이지.
Say it is an unfit evolution. Inha stared at Go-yoon disapprovingly.
우리 편하라고 한 게 아니거든요.
This show
그
isn't
양반.
set up to show our true selves, Mr. Hard Rocker. Yeah, could you tell us a little bit more about the rescue?
애매한데.
Why didn't the recording work earlier?
혹시
Is it completely broken? Ina tried operating the watch but gave up shortly.
모르겠어.
I don't know, something must be broken again. Is it an app issue again? Phone worked, right? Should reinstall it. But I'm not touching it for now. We can't even use data. What about yours? Does it work? Do-yoon tried using his watch. Woo! No sound was being recorded. Welcome to the club. Oh, so the recorder on all of them? So maybe she wasn't lying. What's the problem? I don't know. We've been wasting our time.
It hurts.
You summoned Berseria? Oh, lucky duck.
그래도
We contacted the rescue team. That's something.
그거지.
Wow. Are you trying to cheer me up? I'm rather relieved.
아니,
You saying? Although we won't have to record anything, as you pointed out, we don't know how long the phone's going to work either.
그건
Should be fine as long as other people continue to check it. Inha looked at her watch again. What a shame. I've been recording vocal warm-ups.
저기
Recording new files doesn't work, but the files already recorded are still in there, right? Oh, you're right. Thank God I have to use them again when I get out of here.
맞아.
Do we make it out of here safely? You should be able to use them again. Yep, let's hang in there until the rescue team comes. So we still have another one that he wants to talk about. It's a good thing we have this at least.
어?
Isn't it broken?
어?
That's a horrible thing to say. They might ask me to pay for it if I break it. Bet this is worth more than our rates per episode.
그래?
Not that far?
에?
What do you think I am? Plus, mine's more expensive. Uh-oh. Is a more recent model? Huh? Really?
응? 그렇다니까?
See how unconcerned you are? How do you think I've been uploading photos on Fater? Oh, he's been on Grindr.
봐봐.
See, this is how it works. This. Sung began to take photos of the stage. This watch comes in two models. The Model C has a built-in camera, but the others don't. Sung showed him the watch's lens. Oh my. Other contestants didn't have it either. I saw the rappers before.
어?
Rapper? Did you forget his name already?
그렇지.
What's the point of remembering the name of someone who was sent home? Anyhow, if I take a photo, it's uploaded to the cloud automatically. Nice, huh? Get it now? If the watch gets damaged, I lose more money. So is he the only one with the camera? That's interesting. Okay, Seil. He just looks mad. I don't know why he's mad. Or his report status is just he hates us.
그런 편이죠.
At least you got a watch. I bet he has one. He has long sleeves. Oh, use the default password. The watch, the Fader account, anything that's official. You remember it, right? I know. Everything is bound to our watch and we can't change our Fader account. Does that mean we have no privacy?
그렇죠.
You already know the sponsor is not the only problem. We're supposed to capture it right away, but I wonder why they're raising the issue over the locked device.
그래.
I already know. There isn't much I can do anyway.
그래요.
It's a little annoying, but that was the deal in the first place. Wonder where I lost my phone. No clue right now. What am I supposed to do for hours? A notebook?
있잖아.
What happened to the notebook you always carry?
아,
That's... Tail took out a wrinkled notebook from his messenger bag. It was familiar to Do-yoon as well. I was so dazed that I forgot about it. I could just write things down here. Okay. Interesting.
그런데요.
You must be interested in what we do.
그건
It's just that I see you everywhere. That was kind of unexpected.
도윤이 형,
Just remember what I said earlier.
그래.
You don't need to stress over it. Are we doing Inha right? I-N-H-A, I mean, I'm assuming. You know, it's my job. We'll get out of here, right? Password for the watches is the same for all contestants. Make device management simple. The individual app accounts and data are bound to each watch, and the fader accounts can't be switched. Damn it, we got a report event with him.
여기
I didn't know the stage was so terribly built.
이럴 거라고 누가
Who would have
상상이나
thought the
했겠어.
stage would collapse?
대체
Whoever
어떻게
made that
책임을
decision,
지려고?
it was a critical mistake. He looked down. Doyoon carefully chose his words.
무사히 나가게 될
We'll get
거야.
out of here safely.
만약 재개라도 되면
If the show keeps on going, then
그땐 또 네
I'd like to
조언
get
좀
some good advice from you again.
조언이요?
My advice?
즉석 미션
Remember the
기억나?
pop quiz mission?
갑자기 휙 던지고 답을
Sprang a
내라고
question
했잖아.
on me suddenly, and I had to come up with an answer
너
immediately.
아니었음
Without your timely
진작에
help, I
탈락했을
would have
거야.
already been eliminated. Sail had saved many contestants from trouble.
아,
Oh, I just happened to know that
제가 아주
topic.
큰 도움이 됐는지는
Not
모르겠지만
sure if I was of any help.
신기했어. 진짜
You were
많이
great.
알던데.
How'd you get to know so much?
지식 쪽은
Well, let's
나름
just say
빡세게
that's
파는
my
편이라서
area of interest.
대중음악은
I'm quite interested in
전체적으로도
pop music in
좀-
general. Sail slightly took a step back, adjusting his glasses.
그래서 그쪽 얘기할 때
That's
다른
why you look
느낌이었구나.
different when you talked about it.
다른 느낌이라니
Different?
어떤
In what
부분에서
way?
더 높고
You talk
빠르게
faster in a
말한다.
high tone. Sail was a totally different person when it came to the topic of music. His advice was more delicate and easier to understand at times compared to that of the judges.
신나서 떠들었다니
Yeah, me too, Dots.
좀 쪽팔리네요.
I must have looked like a big mouth.
왜? 보기
No way,
좋았는데.
you were just awesome.
정말 보기
Really?
뭐
Yeah,
내 생각이
but
중요한가?
it's just my personal opinion.
전 스텝이에요.
Just a staff member
뒤에서
who is supposed to stay
조용히
back and
서포트
quietly
해야죠.
support you guys.
PD님도
My producer
매번
always
나대지
told me not
말라고.
to screw around. The glasses cast a shadow over Sail's face.
정 내 생각이 중요한 거면
If my feedback
난
matters to you,
좋았어.
I'll say I didn't
괜찮아.
mind you at all.
너도 좋아 보여.
Moreover, you looked happy doing that.
아, 그런가요?
See, thank you.
처음 듣는 얘기네요.
It's all new to me. Okay, so he's smart. Got it.
I didn't get lost today.
This is Seil, Kisuan. He works as a part of the stage crew.
그거야.
It was chaotic. A heart surgeon? No. The last preliminary was a mess, too. He's just a music nerd. Seil turned his eyes away from Doyoon. Although the noise from the last round, one thing was Doyoon advancing without the rest of his band.
그렇다고 볼 수 있죠.
Contestant profiles getting mixed up was clearly the production crew's mistake.
그랬었지.
Some even mentioned a boycott. It's because they made the new guy do all the work.
있잖아.
You saw it, Doyoon was like, nothing. I told them the profiles got mixed up. Why didn't they change it right away?
그게요.
Staff fired the new guy and posted a written apology. Held him responsible for the whole incident.
그치만
But they were short on staff because he was fired. Oh. Doesn't even make sense. Just glad it's been straightened out. What if he was the one that did it? What if he's the young person that interfered?
I can all bring this up.
Poor guy. I knew he did a lot of work.
그래요.
Everybody knew it, but no one dared to step up. Is my sanity going down talking to him? You weren't the only one who sat idly by. You needed a scapegoat. It was dangerous to stand against the producer.
아무래도
The new guy was the softest, so he was sacrificed. The hand Seth was using to hold the bag... Seth? Oh, it must mean Seo, right? The fuck? It's common. I've seen it often. Interesting. So, is there one more conversation we didn't... Oh, right. She has another combo.
그러고 보니
Air fried pizza and chicken nuggets? That sounds good. Yeah, makes sense. You can use an air fryer to pretty much do anything. You can pretty much do anything, that you would put in an oven, right? It's a good thing we have this, at least. There's nothing on it, not even any phone numbers. No, they cleared out the contact
Luna.
list. There's no one on your messenger. Damn. I think I'm gonna get an air fryer.
Oh.
Let me check. So Yoon quickly checked his watch again. How does it look?
그게
It's nothing much. All of our contacts were cleaned out at the same time. You can only send messages to someone in the contact list.
괜찮아요?
Ju-young, are you alright? Hang in there.
아니
I can take care of myself. Thought you found something, so I'm a little disappointed. Oh, my bad. Fuck? Ew, no, Dammy. Seeing the flustered look on Do-yoon's face, Ju-young patted him on his shoulder. I know you have it rough too. I snapped for a second. It's my problem, so you don't need to worry about it.
아 참.
Seen all kinds of ridiculous situations since joining B-Stars. Not just me. You've been through all kinds of stuff too, right?
그랬지.
Felt like I was on a roller coaster. Must feel the same.
어?
Me? I'm...
그래.
You're right. There were some happy moments, and I learned many useful things, that's for sure. But there were also things I wish I didn't know.
어?
Wish you didn't know?
아 저기 그게
Something that makes me feel like an adult. What does that even mean? You wouldn't understand even if I told you. Come on, give us more boosts. I like the height they reported as mine. 180 centimeters. Dream height.
혹시
Is that the only thing that was mixed up? My blood type was changed from A, B to O.
그건
Blood type, that's also important.
아니지.
It's not like we need any blood transfusion here. You worry so much. They should have sorted it out right in the first place. Comments, message boards, entertainment program, news, criticism everywhere. I was so embarrassed. They kept mentioning my height.
그래?
Saw that? I thought the production crew told us not to pay any attention to that
그래서
stuff.
뭐?
Who cares? I just wanted to see what the fuss was about. I have powerful people behind me, you know? Made their employee a scapegoat for that and quickly covered up the issue.
그래도
Talking about the new guy?
생각해봐.
Couldn't just cover it up. Guess that's why people from high up came up with the decision. Give me that face. You want Song-yun to quit then?
아 참.
Do-yoon, this is B-Stars. You aren't popular or you don't have any leverage, you'll be eliminated. Who am I kidding when I'm in last place? Aw. Most of the people seem to have escaped. And the audition ended in smoke. Aren't you worried about the people who came to see you?
어?
Friends? Family? No one came to see me, so what's to worry?
나 참.
Face, no one came to see you either, right?
그랬지.
No, but
생각해봐.
we're both on our own. We should just look to the future, am I right? The show will continue when this is over. Song-yun will... Oh, Sorry, I'm saying that one wrong, aren't I? Sung-yun. Sung-yun will make sure of it.
그렇다니까?
So, you should start thinking too, when everyone's spacing out. People like us should never let a good crisis go to waste. Well, I was saying Song-yun, and then I just changed it to Sung-yun. Okay, wait. Let me go to the bathroom again, and then we'll continue. Un momento, please. You want Funyun? Oh no. Funyuns are good, but you're having pizza and chicken nuggets, so... I think you're the one that's winning here, Nakji. Okay, so... let's progress the story. That was a lot of info. Wow. So major report up with Ju-young and Inha. Dang. So this actually makes me think, you guys. Is there enough space for another character in this lineup? Or is it definitely certain that we're gonna find the producer dead? I feel like that's probably the most obvious thing. After looking at everyone, Inha took a step forward.
저기
Hey,
녹음이 또 고장난 사람
everyone,
없어?
anyone else having issues with recording? Oh, that would be interesting. I feel like there's the fact that you can have report conversations, like the extra conversations with all of those beginning people, mean they probably aren't gonna die, but we'll see. I mean, Danganronpa let you bond with people that die in the first hour of the game, so it's possible.
아까 전화 상태 보면 워치마다
The way
기도
I
안
see
되는
it,
게
each
다를지도
watch
몰라.
might have different functions working at the moment. Inha's sponsored smartwatch. The model name is BAW320E. Much like Doyoon's watch, its recording function isn't working. The accident might be the cause.
이나 씨 말이 맞아요.
Ina's right.
워치 상태
We need to check
한번
our
확인해보죠.
watches.
그럼 대응하기도 더 나을 거예요.
Then we might be able to cope with the situation better. The group continued to talk while checking their watches.
여기까지예요.
This is it. Oh, Yu Hyuk's watch has all functions working properly.
도윤아 너는 고장난 거 빼고 되는 것만
Doyoon, how's
말해볼래?
yours? Could you tell me which functions are working? Yeah, because we don't have a camera on ours and our record app doesn't work.
벨소리, 워치
I
설정
can set the
되고요.
ringtone on my watch. Songs saved on the watch can be set as ringtones. Inha was using her own voice as her ringtone. There are people with interesting tastes everywhere in the world.
아까 설정
What?
안 했으면
Thank
큰일 났을
God
거야.
you unmuted the ringtone before.
진짜 생각하기도 싫다.
Otherwise,
잠금 해제는 당연히
unlock is a sure thing.
다 똑같은 암호
We
쓰는데
all use the
말해서
same
뭐해?
password anyway. All their passwords were identical. This was just set to make it convenient for the sponsor when the watches were returned. The password could not be changed.
메신저랑 전화는 되긴
Messenger and
하는데
phone apps are working,
주소록
but
때문에
only to people in our
반쪽짜리네요.
contacts.
나도
Same
주소록이
situation
우리밖에
here.
없어.
There's no one except us in my contact list.
누굴 새로 등록할
It's not
생각도
like we can
아니죠.
add new contacts. Yeah. Doyoon's sponsored smartwatch, the model. Yep. Our favorite is Hyesung.
그 정도면 알겠어.
Okay, that's good enough.
세일이는
Oh, I'm getting a look at
가진 거
his
없었지?
outfit, and oh my god, it's even edgier than I thought. He looks like a Kingdom Hearts character. Seal, anything else? Everyone check the functions of their
결론이
watch.
어떻게 되는 거야?
So, what's the conclusion?
나랑 인화는 녹음 안
For
되고
Inha and me,
카메라는
recording doesn't
혜성이
work,
너만
and the camera only works on yours, Hyesung. Okay.
두 사람 전화는 되니까 다행이야.
At least two of us can make phone calls, which is good.
나머지 앱은 다들 되는
The rest
것
of the
같다고
apps seem
하니
to be working for everyone.
워치 기능은 다 끝난 것 같아요.
I guess we're done checking the available functions. Your favorite is Gyu Hyuk. He's good. Finalist contestants each received a customizable smartwatch. All the watches use the same password, which can be changed. Okay, got it. Should change to a profile fitting for the watch's contact. There was an awkward silence. They quietly fiddled with their watches. Huh?
왜 그래?
What's the matter with you?
전파가 터져서
I got some reception,
보고
and I found out that... Okay, again. Why is she the only one getting reception? People are still voting. Her hair is a satellite dish. Even the collapse of the stage couldn't stop the popularity vote. Yoo Hyuk, who was looking at his watch, raised his head and his eyes met Do-yoon.
진짜요?
It's true.
득표수가 변하고 있다니까?
The votes are still going.
미친 거 아니야? 이걸 왜
That's
계속해?
ridiculous. Why are they still running the vote?
교황이 없어서 놔둔 걸지도 몰라요.
Maybe they forgot to shut down the system.
이거 설마 순위에 반영되는 건?
Could this affect the ratings?
아직 진행 중인 거라면
They're still voting. Maybe it will.
말도 안 돼.
No way.
근데 무슨 투표야?
Who would vote in this situation?
바깥도 혼란스럽겠지만
People
이건
must be confused, but this is... Feeling uncertain, Do-yoon's thoughts began to become...
한쪽으로 표가 몰리고 있어.
One contestant's getting all the votes. Yoo-young and Inha hurriedly checked their watches.
정말?
Really?
서울에서?
Hyesung?
어떻게?
How?
와, 대박. 이게 먹힌다?
Awesome, it worked!
혜성아, 뭘 한 거야?
Oh, is he sending pictures? Hyesung, what did you do?
S N
Social media, man.
면상들 봐라. 처음 듣는
Look at you all pretending like you knew nothing about it.
테스트에서 파준
You know, we have
공식
official
계정이야.
Fader accounts made for B-stars, so this is Twitter, but in here. My boy is a villain? I don't think so. I think he's just being a young, stupid idiot. Yeah, he's just villainous. But he's not a villain, I don't think. If anything, out of this group, I would say the villain is either Seil or Yoo Hyuk. Definitely a villain? I don't think so, guys. Sorry about it. He's also gay. No time to lose. Production Chan could also
We're
be a
way
bad-
behind schedule.
So Fader is social media. I'm just gonna assume it's Twitter.
거기 나 지금 살아있.
I just wrote a post saying I'm still alive. There was an accident, but I managed to survive. Oh, but wow. Vote is still going on? Wow, then vote for me so I can survive the audition.
Oh my god.
Wait. Oh, okay, that's not Yoo Hyuk. I thought it was. They said no one on the stage could escape. Everyone okay? Yoo Hyuk and the other contestants. Well, the weird thing is, Marissa, it seems like they randomly get service sometimes. Like, that's the alleged story, right? That's how Inha was able to talk to the rescue team. Whoa, Hyesung's Fader. It can't be an auto-write bot. Where is he posting this? I really don't want to think that someone hacked his account to do such mischiefs.
너 지금 그럴
You
정신이
found the
있어?
time to write a post like that?
당연하지. 나.
Of course. I'm in fifth
오우야.
place right now.
내가 개털로 보였지?
I must have looked like a nobody.
그런데 끝날 때까진
It's
끝난
not
거
over
아니야?
till it's over. I'm still alive.
조금만
Just
기다려보시죠.
wait.
내가
Shake things up. Yesung put on a sinister smile. Beads of sweat glistened under the light. You can now use the timeline menu from the communication and the smartwatch's Fader, Messenger, and Auto Write apps. What the hell are those? Oh, good. On the timeline, you can see the latest Fader posts. You can read posts and collect clue keywords. Oh. You can read all the past posts on Fader, a social media platform. You can check messages exchanged with friends in your contacts. You can see the number of votes and rankings by contestants of Buried Stars. You can check the writing interval of the auto-write bot and change the content. Changes will be applied on the next scheduled auto-write. Read a post with a check mark and get a keyword. You can reply to the post that directly mentions your character. Check out a post where the reply button is displayed. Depending on what you choose, your sanity might change. We don't know how many died or got injured from this accident, but Hyesung still has the time to play with Fader. I can't help but think that his poor excuse for his school violence is all a lie. You're okay, leave any comments you want. Hyesung posted a message about our situation. Sharing it will be the answer. Okay. As long as Hyesung is okay, I'm okay. Same. Oh no. Holy shit, this goes for a long time. Ina's detractor gave her this humiliating nickname because she is picky and can be rude when speaking. They call her Snob. Rumor has it that someone is stalking Inha? You mean like Seil? Wow, okay, we lost sanity for that. Is there more shit to get here? Sungyun is famous as a genius producer. Is there anybody that we haven't gotten, like, extra little titles for? Yeah, I lose sanity on Twitter for sure. Okay. So that's all we have there. Yeah, Elon Musk will fix everything. So we did get things for him. Oh my. There's another contact that we don't know anything about. Okay, that's interesting. So there's gonna be another character. Okay. Okay, so there's 8 more of these things to get. Let's talk to him about Twitter. Vader, the root cause of so much trouble. Like a treasure island for those looking for some trouble.
그래도
I think it had some positive influence too. Yeah, for Hyesung it did. Since the legend has begun for the Fader Star, created by B-Stars and Fader. Not appropriate for the purpose of the show. I mean, that's probably what he wants me to say. Even though I'm shaming my boy.
아무래도
For the purpose of the show, he clearly doesn't fit the bill.
그러니까요.
Right, social media is just an additional element. We're looking for someone with brilliant, raw talent and the potential to become a star. But Vader popularity could be considered the quality of a star too, right? Sail paused at Duyun's remark.
아니죠.
Talent is what makes a star. Vader stuff is for those who can't compete on their own talents alone. Contestants who are only interested in personal gain, I never had respect for them. Interesting. Wow, we have so many things to talk to him about. Okay, wow, he really wants to gossip about Hyesung. Just another name for Hyesung, the Great. As the saying goes, live by Fader, die by Fader. We should have gotten rid of him when we found dirt on him.
저기
You think Sungyun would have exposed it if she knew about the dirt?
정말요?
Do you really think so? Sail tilted his head.
도윤이 형,
You're kinda slow. I guess that's how you made it this far.
혹시나
Didn't you ever sense that Sungyun was hovering for Hyesung? Felt it too. Oh, she gave him the nicest watch.
그랬었지.
Well, I can't say I've never sensed it, but
그렇다니까요.
You get to see more aspects of this if you watch it from behind the stage. The finals and the top 10, I thought he was just unstoppable. And then who would have thought he'd be exposed on Vader, which he loves so much.
그런 편이죠.
Now he's facing such strong headwinds, so I guess justice has been served.
그래도
But Sungyun hasn't covered up him since that incident.
정답이죠.
There's only so much she can do to cover for him. He wasn't show material anyway.
너무 나갔어요.
He was making a vain effort to turn the rankings upside down again, but he was destined to go home. Let's see if he's still a Fader star after he goes home. Didn't they also say that he got, like, his false height was his ideal height? So that's, like, kind of a compliment for him, no? Alright, Yu Hyuk, what you got to say? Silver spoon.
아
Should think that's a compliment, right?
그건
It's just what people say. The late young Yi Lee and
그건
my uncle's family. No one has died yet. No, we're just like majorly collecting information. Did you miss out on some of it, Rosen? There are many prominent figures like a government minister, a CEO, a hospital director. People said I was making the audition somewhat bland, and I think they have a point.
저기
By the way, let me ask, why did you have to choose this audition?
뭐랄까.
Wanted to make it my own. I thought nobody would know as long as I kept my mouth
그거
shut.
있잖아.
But it just came out on the first episode. Sungyun was quick to take advantage of it. I wanted to come out of that shadow. Seems to regret participating in the show. He doesn't seem to regret his... I don't know.
그렇다는 건
Seems like you regret joining the audition.
그랬지.
To be honest, it was painful when it was first revealed. He seemed careful in choosing his words.
결국
I realized it was inevitable. People recalling him by looking at me.
그게
He barely made any TV appearances. That's why people try to see him in you. Some people argue that I capitalized on my father's stature to take first place.
어쨌든
Can't deny it. Other people might find it rude if I said it was painful. First place after first place, Yu Hyuk was on the up and up under the shadow of his father. If I say I regret it, then I'd be... Oh, they'd think I'm acting all high and mighty. Interesting. Oh, he doesn't have much to talk about. Oh, oops.
뭐랄까.
Getting worse. Not unusual for them to be digging into private matters, but
그래도
it was done by the production crew. This is different,
그러니까
and the media was too hasty to cover it as is. Two of them slowly nodded. Do they even care about the source?
그랬었지.
Inha wasn't really herself.
그래도
It's a private matter. It's up to her to open it or not. Do you really think she won't report it? Her past hasn't been exposed as much as the other contestants.
그래서
Some say that's the reason the stalker is acting up more. Why would he want to dig up? Why would he want to dig it up when she doesn't want to be exposed? Wow, they're all really mad at Hyesung for posting on the Twitter thing.
도대체
What is Hyesung thinking?
아마도
Maybe he was motivated by how the popularity vote was going.
그렇다고 해서
Still, Yoo-young stopped looking at her watch and let out a sigh. Don't you feel funny when you see the auto-write bot thingy? One of the accounts posted a comment asking for support, but we're here.
그러면
After all, we're posting comments just like Hyesung.
하지만
But auto-write is different from writing it yourself, right? I mean, posting manually means you're taking the time to do it.
그럴지도.
Now that I hear about it, it's certainly different. Anyone can tell Hyesung is uploading it himself.
그렇지.
And that's why the number of votes fluctuated. Do-yoon could see Ju-young's somber eyes behind her long hair. They love talking about how long her hair is. It's just me, different or not. It's just me, different or not. Besides, I barely use Fader.
그러니까
That's what I mean. We were involved in it, and you were like an observer. That's why I wanted to know your take on this. Everyone should decide for themselves how to respond. Oh yeah. We have to talk to her about the panic attacks. Hold on, I'm gonna procure another drink before we read this one. Let me know what you guys are thinking though. How are you enjoying the game so far? Yada yada yada. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I think it's well done, but it's progressing slowly or talking in circles. It definitely feels slow, right? Like, when we got to this next conversation point, I was like, another one? We just did so much of this. But I think that this game is very much in the... I think it's very much in the, we're explaining all the game's mechanics at the forefront, and then shit is gonna happen afterwards. And if you remember, Danganronpa was really slow too in the beginning, so I'm gonna be patient.
아직이야.
I also like that it's giving a lot of background story to all the characters, so we're not gonna feel like no one would, like, if somebody ends up dying, we're gonna have information about all of them. Yeah, most visual novels. Most visual novels do this, I feel. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me. Well, I'll be honest, Rosen. I kind of don't mind this format at all because I didn't particularly enjoy the escape rooms of Zero Escape. And Danganronpa's gameplay elements were literally nothing to write home about, and the game would have been better without them. Yeah, exactly. So if the game wants to stay like this, where it's just like checking things on your media app, it could be very interesting. I love Danganronpa Trials, but the minigames can honestly... Don't make me say ropeway. What the fuck even is a ropeway? I'm fine so far. Although it seems to creep up sometimes.
알잖아요.
You still need time until the rescue team arrives.
알아.
I know. I need to suppress it. I should have taken some medication.
그건
Skip it before getting on the stage. Jinx.
그래.
It's like catching a cold. Thought I figured out a way to work with it, but under these circumstances... Ju-young nodded with a worried look on her face, and Do-yoon spoke to her again. It's difficult for everyone.
결국
Well, we'll get out of here safely. Let's cheer up. This is just setting the stage. White Beast, hey. White Beast, we are playing a new visual novel today, and I am in love with it. I just want something to happen soon, but I am in love with the art style, the environment, the music, everything is fantastic. Thank you. Ju-young said that therapy had helped ease her symptoms, but this kind of situation was unexpected. I'll try, so don't worry about me. Oh, she does. Oh, she has 2 more things to talk about. Me being the betrayer. She's into us, I'll be honest. Does it still bother you?
들어봐.
You are not the only one who's been framed by Sung Yun. You'll have your chance after we survive this. To remove the misunderstanding. Ju-young stared at Do-yoon for a moment. He wasn't saying a word. Did we lose sanity? What's your memory of your band like? Is it good or bad? I remember it fondly.
그래도
I'd say it's a good memory. It was a difficult time, but we had good moments.
그러고 보니
How long did you stay with the band?
그게
It was around 4 to 5 years.
그렇구나.
You were pretty important. I know you wrote most of the songs.
아무래도
Was a founding member. I wrote the songs because no one else could.
내 생각엔
It wasn't that bad. Why are you trying to be so modest? I know you had a decent fan base. Wow. Me too. I started out as a trainee and stayed in the group for 5 years until I was disbanded. It was disbanded even. Ju-young replied. We went through thick and thin over those years. Hated them sometimes, but I couldn't imagine living without them. That went on for 5 years. I hope we both make it out of here in one piece, so we can reunite with our groups.
난
That time comes out.
그래요.
Let's get out of here in one piece. Yes, let's do that. Okay. So she still had another thing to talk about. Are you talking about beloved? We were supposed to be beloved, as the name suggested.
그런가?
But as a group, We were rather bereaved than beloved. Oh. Ju-young gave an unnatural smile under the dim light.
난
I ended it. I left the group and disappeared on them. Everyone knows it.
그래도
The Ju-young that I know isn't.
아니,
What other people know about me only know that much about me. Ju-young Min, leader of the group Beloved, left right before their album was set to be released. She disappeared and only sent a resignation letter, leading the team and agency's downfall. What they say makes sense now, huh? I don't think it's true.
아니요.
Still think they are wrong. I haven't known you for too long, but you're not that kind of... That kind of what? What kind of person is that? An irresponsible leader who left the group and ran away? Ugh.
도윤아.
Do-yoon, maybe you're trying to empathize with me. Woo! We just got destroyed.
저기
Do you regret having been a Beloved member?
모르겠어.
It's hard to explain.
괜찮아요?
Don't mind the show portraying you that way. Her leaving the group had been highlighted several times during the show.
어,
We've been through thick and thin. They're all precious members, and I didn't like it when they were distorted in the show. Wow, holy shit. Okay, so we got a lot of things out of her. Let's talk to Hyesung. He's been the topic of a lot of people's conversation. Alright, well clearly we have to talk to him about Fader.
왜?
Why? Are you gonna do it too? Do you even know how to post on Fader? You only used it in the beginning but barely touched it ever since.
그랬지.
Public sentiment is so negative on
그래서
Fader.
뭐?
Made it to the finals by abandoning your buddies. Were you expecting a red carpet or something for you? You should have added more friends to the list and written more posts. What's the purpose of creating the account if you're not going to use it? You want me to give you a useful tip? Listen, you need a strategy when using Fader.
어?
Thought you were writing it as it comes.
아, 참.
Do-yoon, you're so ignorant.
맞지?
That applies to regular people. We're celebrities in our own way, right? What you need is the provocation if you want to attract tens or thousands of people, including the newbies.
알겠어?
Remember what I said, the provocation. Fire up the controversy.
그럴까?
Do it, I barely use it.
왜?
Hey, practice makes perfect.
아, 참.
Nobody's born with a smartphone in their hand. We absolutely should. I would actually invite this.
그건
봐봐.
Whatever, just listen to me. Be casual, that's a good starting point.
알겠지?
Character given to you by the show has great potential. Honest thoughts, contemplating on your life,
알겠냐고.
those are stories best kept to books. It's something we as celebrities must endure.
생각해봐.
If we do this right, we can both find some success, so trust me and try focusing on Fader. Got nothing to lose anyway. Aw, they did my boy dirty! We don't get to talk to him about the other stuff. Sungyeon,
대체
we still haven't heard from her. Isling dropped his shoulders.
괜찮아?
Worried about her a lot? How about you? People are so cruel. Talking about how she'll find a way to survive somehow? I wonder how ethical they have been in their life.
생각해봐.
Made it this far because of Sungyeon, right? Don't worry. All staff members seem to have escaped. We'll hear about Sungyeon soon. Yasung stared at the dark wreckage without answering. Right, have to. Yeah! We got a report event with our boy, let's go.
이게 뭔 상황이야 진짜.
What's all this mess?
별일 다 겪었지만
Been through a lot, but this is mind-blowing. Yasung scratched his neck.
떨어지기
I was about to
직전이었는데
be eliminated, but I guess it's not time yet.
그게 무슨 말이야?
What does that mean?
지금도 중간 투표를
You
생각해?
still care about the interim vote
아직
results?
찬밥 더운 밥이
Beggars
가려지나
can't
봐.
be choosers, you know. Yasung stuck out his tongue and looked at his watch.
페이터 바짝 쪼으면 어떻게든
Thought I could
안
pull
될
up my
것도
ranks somehow
같은데.
using Fader.
좋은 말만
But
있는
Fader
건
posts aren't
아니었잖아.
always in your favor.
무관심보다 악플이 낫지.
As the saying goes, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Yasung tapped the watch with his finger.
내가 화제를 끌고
I was
가는
initially leading the
그림이었는데
show as the main protagonist,
도대체
but
끌려가는
now I'm like an
꼴이었다니까.
antagonist.
순식간에
The
말이 다
opinions on
바뀌어,
Fader
거기는.
constantly change.
세상사 다 그런
So
거지.
life is never the same. I need a game-changing opportunity
다시
again.
주도권을 잡겠다고?
You're gonna take control
아주
back?
놓친 적도 없어.
Never lost it, and
방치할
I'm
생각도
not
없고.
giving up on anything. Yasung squinted and stared at the dark ruin.
이기는 놈이 다 먹는 판이야.
Winner takes it all anyway.
정장 빼면 나
Putting
같은
on
놈만
frills would just
개털된다고.
get me left behind.
몸이나 잘 챙겨. 무사히
Take
나가야지.
care of your safety first. We need to get out of here alive.
자꾸 그러네.
Back to that again,
뭐 하고
you seem to
있었는지
forget
까먹었어.
why we are here.
서바이벌 오디션
Do I need to
출연자라는
remind you
자각들이
again
다
that we are all
사라져버렸네, 아주.
survival audition competitors?
복식판이라도
It's a monopoly game here.
나가리
Winner
나면
takes
꼴등이
all.
나만 이렇게
Am I the
초조한 거야?
only one that's anxious because I'm in last place?
아, 지금
I'm giving you
충고하는
advice.
거야.
Stop being so
너무
timid. He is just so cute, I cannot. Okay. Let's talk to Iha. Ugh. She's definitely my least favorite out of the group. Oh, you did? Yay, Rose and Log. Did you enjoy it? Survivor's a lot of fun, isn't it? A snob? Who's the snob on Fader?
알잖아.
It's the right word.
야,
Who cares if it's right or not? It's just his comment on Fader. He not let out a deep sigh.
그게
That's the role I was given in the show.
그러면
Then they should have created the related scenes.
괜찮아?
Does that mean make everything okay?
What?
What's wrong with that?
그러면
But you're getting criticized by strangers. There's a source that created. There's a source that's created to fit the script.
왜?
What's wrong with that?
아니야?
Are you portrayed as who you are in the show? What about Hye-sung, Yoo-hyuk, or Ju-young? Are they being portrayed as who they are?
그런 거야?
I do not want a Protect Switch, no. Do people read our mind and send compliments?
그게
No.
말하자면
If I just go along, I get to appear on TV at least. That's what I've agreed on, and I made it to the finals somehow. They will edit out anything that doesn't fit the script anyway. Okay, one more. It's gotta be from, oh yeah. The Stalker, yes, I'm very interested in the Stalker thing. It's been so chaotic that I forgot about it. She looks so much like Haru from this angle. Is
그랬었지.
it still happening?
그래.
Yeah, and it's happening more often. A photo of Inha taken outside the stage was being circulated online. Soon, a letter to the production crew arrived from the person claiming to have taken the photo. I didn't actually see it, but they are still receiving it. He would say that he loves me and then suddenly get angry and threaten to kill me. begs me to tell him about my past and says I must have been promiscuous when I try to hide it. A snob who doesn't care about anyone but herself.
해보자.
Ina, let's call the police.
야,
I thought we need to get out of here first.
그래.
Yeah, we'll call the police as soon as we get out of here.
혹시
Does something bother you?
왜?
Why, is that how you feel about me?
그게
Feel like you're reluctant to call the police.
그게
Actually, I've already called the police.
그러면
Oh, really? Then what? They called the staff to find out what happened. That's the end of it. What can I do? Everyone's telling me to suck it up because I'm a celebrity. Then how could I raise hell even though I was nervous and angry?
말이
Oh. I couldn't just tear up the contract and tell the world about it. I could complain all I want about getting ripped off, but at the end of the day, I'm the one who signed the contract. I need to accept it. The show only talked about Inha's present. In other words, she was portrayed as a character that appeared out of nowhere. It was different from the previous methods, where they focused on contestants' past stories. Why can't they be satisfied with who I am right now? Why are they so curious about my past? So that means it's somebody on the production team that's stalking her. I still think it's gonna be Sail. Oh, Jesus. Okay. My sanity worsened. That's not good. My sanity worsened with us getting all of the keywords. So maybe you're not supposed to get all the keywords. This class trial gonna be wild. Well, I mean, honestly, we haven't even gotten to what's gonna cause a quote-unquote class trial. Yasun grinned cynically as he raised his head.
뭐야? 오이나, 너도 글 썼네?
Ah, Ina, you wrote a post too.
뭐?
What?
그렇게 눈알에 힘주더니 뭐냐?
You mocked me when I did it, but now look at you. I didn't. What are you talking about?
물론 그러시겠지.
Oh, you didn't?
전혀 모르는
Putting on
척하면서
that innocent face is
슬쩍
not gonna work on
발부터
me.
봤지?
See, I was the only one using Fader. Ina opened her mouth.
아, 설마
Don't tell me! You moron!
자동 쓰기
It was
올라간
posted by
거잖아.
AutoWrite! Oh,
진짜.
damn it. How come the time's set up all differently? Yasung has been obsessed with Fader and accusing others. If this continues, no one knows what's going to happen next. What can Do-yoon ask Hyesung, who is obsessed with Fader? Um... Hyesung, do you remember when your past actions were revealed?
당장 페이터에
Of course, you're still paying
매달리면
attention by
당연히
posting
주목을
things
받을
on
수 있어.
Fader.
그치만 폭로 때처럼
But you could
생각도
also
못한
face
역풍이
public
불 수도
criticism big
있다고.
time, like when your past was revealed.
타임라인 반응은 벌써
Timeline
반반이야.
response is already split into two.
진정하고
Why don't you
조금만
calm down and
원활시켜.
cool off a bit? Sung's shoulders sagged as he tried to calm himself down.
오뎅 꽂히세요?
Well,
중심을 뚫으시게.
sick burn there. Sung stopped his provocation, but the mood was depressing. Oh. I didn't know what else to say to him. 1 second, guys. 1 second, 1 second. Okay. Seil broke the silence.
잠깐만요.
Wait.
주영 씨 어디 있어요?
Where's Ju Young? Ju Young was not there with them?
본 사람 없어?
Did anyone else see her?
대체 언제?
But when?
위험할 수도 있어.
It could be dangerous. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
누나!
Ju Young!
저쪽이야!
Over there! Everyone ran toward the source of the sound. Is that Ju Young or is that Ju Young or was that the producer? It was someone familiar to all of them?
피디님,
Sunyan. Okay. Yes, so we called this. We called this. Major sanity down. Sanity low for us? So... we got a lot of keywords that time, and overall suffered a big sanity down. Well, it did say if your sanity reaches 0, it's game over. The shock gradually subsided, and the after effects still lingered. Yoon could only stare at the body vacantly. Sungyeon Shin, the show's chief producer. She said everything was part of the show. She asserted that only the survivor gets to have it all. So, okay. The phrasing of this bothered me from the very beginning. The way that they were saying who will survive. Yeah. Also, with the everything is a part of the show, does that mean she staged her own death? Or did she actually just die? We don't know. She was gone. She couldn't have imagined this kind of event. Well... Also, I mean, I will say, we have somebody on the production team, Seil. Yoon tried to suppress his emotions running amok. He moved his parched lips to speak.
PD님, 구조대한테 알리자.
Let's tell the rescue team about Sungyeon.
실종으로 알고 있을 거야.
So wait, Ju-young, why did you separate from the group? They should be assuming that she's gone missing.
전화해보자.
Let's make a call. Seil flinched and turned around to look at Do-yoon.
저 피디님부터 좀
Shouldn't we
옮겨놓고서
move her body first?
다리가 깔렸어. 저거 안
Her
치우면
legs are
말이야.
stuck. We can't move her unless we can get rid of the debris.
구조대 전화했어. 잠깐만.
Hold on, I'm calling the rescue team.
안 받아.
They're not answering. What's going on? Ju-young interrupted.
내가 베스타 쪽에도 해볼게.
I'll try to contact the B-Star staff.
받았어.
It went through. Everyone held their breaths at the sound of the faint ringtone.
수준을
You
살펴봐달라고요?
want us to examine the body? Looking startled, everyone raised their heads.
우리가요?
Do what?
추정사인
They're saying it's to
예기예설을
record the cause of death.
그걸 왜 제작진이네요?
How would the production crew deal with that?
연락이 또 안 될 수 있어서
They're going to deliver the message to the rescue team in case we lose contact again.
우리가 무슨 감식반이야?
But are we, a forensics team?
무리야.
This is just too much. Everyone stared at each other with perplexed expressions.
그건 나도 알고 있어.
I know that.
꼭 따를 필요가
Do we have to follow their request?
못하겠다고 하자. 이건 너무해.
Just tell them we can't do it. This is too harsh.
그래.
Yes,
저쪽만
we don't have to
들어줄
listen to
필요는
everything
없어.
they tell us to do.
그치만 더 무너지면
But if
시신이
the
나요.
building collapses any further, the corpse will be completely,
파묻혀버리고 말겠죠. 어쩌면
probably completely buried.
그건 안 돼.
We can't let that happen.
피디님이 좋은 사람은 아니었어.
I know Sungyeon
알아.
wasn't a good person,
그치만 적어도
but her family deserves to know what happened to her.
이대로 파묻혀버리면
We can't let her get buried
안
like
돼.
this. The uncanny strength in Ju-young's voice seemed to convince everyone. Everyone agreed to check out Sungyeon's corpse.
PD님 상황을 조사해서
So
알려주면
we
되는
just
거죠?
have to examine her condition and report back. His son began to roll up his sleeves.
나도 도울게.
I'll help out.
형 새 가슴이잖아.
You don't have the
똑바로
guts to
볼
do
수나
this.
있겠어?
Can you even look at her? Despite the wrong words, Hyesung's hands were trembling as well. Oh, did it? So, a report with, Hugh Hyuk? Am I Hugh Hyuk? That went up, and the report with, Ju-young went down.
나도 뭔가 도울 게 있으면 말해줘.
Tell me if you need Any help? Ina held her hand to her chest and wriggled her fingers. Seo took a step forward but immediately turned away.
다른 사람들까지
There's
무리할
no
필요
need
없어.
for everyone to overexert themselves.
나도 할게.
I'll help too.
나머진 저쪽으로.
The rest of you just stand back. Doyoon squeezed himself out of the crowd and stood before Sungyun's body. He took a deep breath. Let's begin.
시작.
You can investigate a certain place or an object to get a clue word. If you investigate all the areas, it will automatically end. So it doesn't show her body. The corpse was lying inches away from the collapsed frames and concrete debris. Her entire body would have been buried if it was lying slightly closer.
파편 같은 게 깔려 있어.
Debris underneath her. A pile of debris from the collapse was sitting underneath the body.
등 쪽은
Back is clean. Oddly, there was no debris on top of her body. His gaze stopped at the bloodstain on her hand.
저기도 상처가
Another
있어.
wound. Doyoon examined her hand.
손등에
Back of her hand was badly wounded.
머리만큼 심각한 건
It's
아니지.
not as bad as the one on her head, though.
자네 맞은
Did she
건가?
get hit by fallen debris? Looked like the wound was caused by being struck or crushed by something. It was definitely a horrible sight to witness.
We know the murder weapon is the shot put ball.
The gruesome abrasion on her caught my eyes.
도윤아, 괜찮겠어?
You be alright? Yu-hyuk placed his arm around Do-yoon to comfort him.
앞장서더니 뭐해?
Come on, I thought you could deal with this. Yasun tried to suppress his voice from trembling. Do-yoon looked back at her. The top of her head had been crushed. It was a significant wound. This was undoubtedly the cause of her death.
고개를 들고 있다가 파편에 맞은 건가?
Did she get hit by debris while holding her head up?
자네 많이 떨어졌으니까.
A lot of debris did fall from
이
above.
정도 상처면 파편 정도가 아니었을
But it couldn't have just been a debris that caused such terrible damage. Yet, somebody definitely fucking killed her. Her legs were stuck under the collapsed steel frames. Are we losing sanity for this every single time? Yoon looked back at her. There's only a narrow gap between the floor and the frames. Her legs were also snapped at an unnatural angle. Her trousers were stretched out as if they'd been pulled on.
다른 것처럼 늘어났어.
It's as if they're worn out.
빠져나오려고 하셨던 거겠지.
She must have struggled to get out.
이걸 치울 수는 없을까?
Get rid of the debris? 3 of them tried to lift the steel frames.
안 되겠어.
No, it's way too heavy. So what that means is, she was probably stuck under debris and somebody came up and smashed her in the head. Jesus Christ. What if the storyline is, Seil is the young person that they tried to fire for the mishap with the app, and he saw his old boss and killed her? That's my current thing that I'm going with. A large piece of concrete debris.
피가 묻었어.
Blood splattered over it.
Maybe
This is clearly the debris that killed Sungyeon.
이런 게 머리에...
It seems like something like this fell on her head. Sungyeon... Oh, Hyesung groaned as he mumbled out a few words.
여기까지인 것 같아.
I think we're done here.
연락
You'd better call the
해줘야겠지.
rescue team. Hyesung let out a deep sigh.
누나, 지금 연락 가능해요?
Jooyoung, can you make the call? Well, right. It seems to me that she was probably alive and struggling to get out from under that beam, and somebody walked up to her and dropped a rock on her head. One of the people in our group.
바로 확인해 볼게.
I'll get right on it. Those who were standing back focused on their own watches.
혹시 전화 안 되는 거예요?
It's the call. Is the call not going through?
잘 안 되는 것 같아.
It's
잠깐만.
not working. Give me a sec.
신호 끊어지는 것
The
같은데.
network signal's pretty bad.
여럿이 하면 더 안 될 수도 있어.
Might be worse because there are so many people.
난장판이라
It's still a
통신이
mess
됐다
outside
말고
as well.
한댔거든.
And they said the signal is cutting in and out.
취재진, 구조대,
Surrounded
구경꾼까지
by all sorts of
미어
reporters,
터진다고.
rescue teams, and bystanders.
여기서 몰라도 밖엔 사람이 많았군요.
I didn't realize there were so many people outside.
이게 구경거리라는 거야?
Is this supposed to be entertaining for them? Yeah,
어쩌면.
perhaps. Browning, Jooyoung lowered her watch.
연락 안 돼.
I can't get through.
다른
Someone
사람도
else
해볼래?
try? Nobody, including Do-yoon, could make the call.
전화 우리끼리만 되는 것 같은데요.
They only make calls to each other.
이래선 의미가 없어.
That's pointless. So, the story is, Jam, that because of the way that the building, like, fell in on itself, they have to slowly remove pieces one by one, or else the whole thing could just collapse. So that's why it's gonna take them 6 hours. That's what the game told us anyway. Also, I'm gonna post up that we're starting Among Us in 30 minutes because I want to see what's gonna happen next. So let's extend this by about 30 minutes. I will say though, the fact that they're in like a trapped area together makes this exciting. Like I like the environment for this game a lot. The setting is really good. That's pointless.
이딴 짓을 시키고선 연락을 씹어?
How could they ignore our calls after making us do something like this? Ah,
프로 알리면
what if I post this on Vader?
데이터에 환장했냐?
You obsessed with Vader?
PD님 돌아가셨다고 아주
Why don't you
광고를
just
해라.
take a public announcement about Sunyeon's death?
그런 넌 무슨
Do
대책
you have
있어?
any better ideas?
진정해. 당장 연락할 필요는 없어.
Relax, there's no need for us to make contact immediately.
나중에 다시 해봐도 될 거야.
Should be fine to tell them later.
그래요. 연락될 때 전해주면 되죠.
Yeah, we'll just let them know when we can.
그치만
But
PD님을
still, we can't just leave her here. There was a loud boom, and then the whole place began to shake.
머리! 다 머리 가려!
Head! Everyone, cover your head!
도윤아 시켜!
Or you duck! An ominous noise screeched out from beneath. All sorts of debris rolled across the floor. Soon the tremor gradually began to subside. Ju-young brushed off the dirt from her hair and clothes.
다
Is it over?
지나갔나?
더 무너지는 건 아니겠죠?
I hope nothing else collapses.
누나, 괜찮아요?
You okay, Ju-young?
참아보고 있어.
Trying to keep myself together. Inha patted Ju-young on the shoulder.
무대 아래는 위험해.
It's dangerous to stay underneath the stage.
구조대한테는 연락될 때
We'll
얘기하고.
contact the rescue team when we can. Right now, we should head up to the stage.
이나야, 그치만 이대로 두면
But Inha, we can't just leave her like this.
네 생각만 하냐?
How selfish are you?
우릴
Saying this for all of our safety, you idiot.
무대로 돌아가는 게
Better get back to the stage.
이대로 가버리잔 말이야?
You just want to leave her like this?
난 도윤이 말에 찬성.
Yeah, I thought that too as soon as I picked it, thoughts. I'm with Do-yoon.
여긴 너무 캄캄해.
It's too dark down here.
잔해라도 떨어지면
If something falls, we won't even be able to see it. Everyone held their breaths at the creaking of the steel frames.
생각이 갈릴 만한 얘기란 건 알지만
I know some of you might disagree, but
조명이라도 비치는
I think it would be
무대로
best to
가는
head up to
좋을
the
것 같아.
stage where it's brighter.
맞아.
Yeah,
떨어지는 거 못
we
보고
won't be able to tell if there are any more debris falling here.
피디님처럼
We might end up like Sun Young.
어쩔 수 없는 건가?
I guess we have no other choice. The group reluctantly headed up to the
연락은
stage.
가서 계속 해보자.
Let's keep trying to contact the rescue
구조대가
team.
오면 다 끝나요. 전부 좋아질 거라고요.
Everything will be fine once the rescue team
버텨야
arrives.
돼. 남은 시간
We need
동안
to stay strong until they arrive. Deep down, Do-yoon couldn't agree more. However, a sense of oddity during the inspection of the corpse. This mysterious feeling of oddity never went away. You can use the phone app on the smartwatch. You can call any one of your friends and your contacts. If you successfully make a call and an event occurs, there are a lot of different effects that can occur, so don't forget them. Only one call event is available for one communication. You can't call another character immediately. Call doesn't occur because your connection fails. You can still call someone else. And she's bossy. The construction company illegally cut costs on construction materials and labor? I reported it but got fired. It was just the beginning, not the end. So Woo-suk, the vocalist of the band, would talk about making a record deal with a major agency to continue with progress, but Do-yoon discovered just before signing a contract that it required replacing some of the band members and changing their genre. Do-yoon strongly opposed it, and there was some conflict within the band about it. Decided to check new mission. Okay. So we can use the phone app. Well, let's call Hyasun.
뭐야? 왜?
What's up, yo?
전화 잘 되는지 테스트.
Testing my phone.
속 편하시네.
Oh, having much fun with your phone?
헤이터 하던 내가 할 말은 아닌가?
Well, maybe I, the fader addict, shouldn't be lecturing. How are you feeling now?
네 상태는
몰라서 물어?
What do you think?
미치겠지.
What do you think? I'm going nuts here.
비비님 생각.
Try to stop
안 하려고
thinking about
하는데 자꾸
Sungyeon,
빙빙
but the
돌아.
scene is still stuck in my head.
마지막에
For
저거라는
her to
게
die like that, it's too harsh.
언제까지나
I thought she would
계실 거라고
always be there
생각했어.
for us.
그치? 형도
Yeah, man,
그렇게
I'm with you
생각했지.
on that.
이젠
Now I feel like I hit a dead end. Okay, that's good. We actually got... Okay, so we can only make our one phone call. We bought it with Waifu-chan. There's 10 things to get here. Holy... I hope that our sanity can take this. I want to talk to Seil. So he knows about the construction worker that got fired for talking about cuts.
너무 나갔어요.
I guess some people get arrested for taking bribes.
그럼
Know about this?
사실은
It's illegal to change the building structure without reporting it. Even if it was Sun Yun's order, things might have turned out differently if everyone had opposed it.
근데 그게
But the executives have had their meetings with the construction companies, gave their consent. Oh my god, you're burping. They must have made a deal with the construction companies.
그렇죠.
Right, because they were getting something out of the deal. Should have reported it.
아무래도
Should have stopped them from starting the construction.
100%예요.
Totally agree now.
하지만
That's how things were. If Sung Yun wanted it, we had to change it. If I reported it beforehand, I would have been fired. If I reported it during the change, she would have made me pay for the damage. Seil let out a sigh while staring somewhere in distance. From her perspective, staffs like me weren't even worth persuading. She gave the order, we just had to make it happen.
그런
Didn't know her orders were unconditional.
그렇다니까요.
I know.
대체
How did she gain so much authority?
어쩔 수 없죠.
Her performance. She was on a roll.
그러면
So has the structure changed? Been extensive?
네.
Number of seats, lights, and partitions were changed to suit her taste. Can't even remember the details. I hope the rescue team doesn't get confused when they arrive. I'm sure someone told them about the differences.
아무래도요.
If not, the construction company might have to take the blame. I just hope the rescue team is able to find their way in here. I hope we have enough sanity. I hope we have enough sanity to get all these clues, because, like, this could be bad. Okay, cool. So he actually has a lot to say. Let's talk about the debris.
저 그런데요.
It's so huge. Where did it come from?
아마도
Probably from the ceiling.
그랬지.
I'm guessing it fell when the audience area collapsed. It's the only debris here. Really anything else that was peace. Sail averted his quivering eyes from the chunk of concrete.
그게요.
Sunyeon had many enemies. She once told me a joke saying she was afraid of getting stabbed in the back someday. Sail, do you think this building will collapse any further? Are we all gonna end up like Sunyeon? We'll get out of here alive.
아니야.
We rode out the crisis as long as we're careful.
네.
Sound very confident. Still have a long time until the rescue team arrives. We can't even call them right now.
있잖아.
Sail, we came back to the stage. Sunyeon was in the audience area below the stage. We have lights here, and the ceiling is still holding up. Sail hesitated and let out a sigh.
그래요.
You're right. What good would it do if we burrow ourselves into the ground? It'd be unlikely for us to get hit by falling objects like Sunyeon did. Although we can't be certain about that if this place collapses further. Yeah, what about her being
그렇다고
bossy?
볼 수 있죠.
Everyone knew what Sunyeon was like. During the interview, she would say that she only moves forward with a decision if all of her staff agrees.
말도 안 돼요.
But those were just empty
그
words.
말은
She pushed on until everyone agreed, so people didn't even bother.
그러면
Is that what happened when she relocated the stage? Not just the stage.
100%예요.
She was always like that. Sail continued after surveying the stage. The rescue team must be confused as well. Why is that?
사실은
A lot of places were altered from the original blueprint. So there are some random spaces that were added or removed.
혹시
The rescue team gets confused. Shouldn't we tell them about the changed locations? Number of seats, lights, and partitions all changed to suit her. How am I supposed to remember all that?
그런
Hey. Seal frowned as their eyes met each other. Just your staff. What could I have done? Like I told you, she pushed on until everyone agreed with her decisions. Oh wow, we lost two rapport with him. Do you think that she would have bothered to persuade staff members like us? Just did as we were told.
아니야.
I wasn't trying to criticize you. Yeah, I mean, I must have imagined that your eyes were filled with resentment.
저기
Does the rescue team know about the difference with the blueprint? I'm sure someone told them about the differences. Not the construction company might have to take the blame. I just hope the rescue team is able to find their way in here. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I mean, our sanity's doing okay. We need to talk to Ju-young. Why did she separate? Technically, she could have killed. I only saw her legs at first. It was obviously pinned under the steel frames. But the head wound, I didn't see it because of her hair.
아무래도
Probably because her hair was a mess. I only saw that she had a head injury when I got close.
그러고 보니
She was lying face down.
왜일까?
What do you think messed up her hair so badly? Struggle.
그게
She was probably struggling. She must have shaken her head frantically.
그렇구나.
Maybe she did.
확실히
She probably had her head up and shook it before getting hit on the head. Ju-young nodded with a grim expression on her face.
괜찮아요?
You don't need to picture it in your head.
알아.
Don't worry about me. I'll be careful. I think I can understand what her thoughts were like when she struggled. It could happen to any of us right now. Do-yoon, please be careful. You two, let's get out of here safely. Wow, she doesn't have anything else to say? Interesting. Alright, what you got, Hyesung? That wound on her head must have been what killed her.
그래.
It was on the top of her head. Right. Do you know what that means?
Huh?
What? Meaning of her injury being on top of her head. Hyesung nodded as if he was waiting for Do-yoon's response. Head was up.
그건
It means she was holding her head up. If she was lying on the floor with her face down, the wound would have occurred on the side or back of her head. Right. She was holding her head up. I don't want to think about it. Hyesung licked his parched lips. Hyesung, don't think too deeply.
괜찮아.
You only need to answer the questions when the rescue team gets here.
아니라고.
It's not as easy as it sounds. You can't just make it go away and not think about it. Hyesung scratched the back of his ears with a pale face. The fact that she got hit on top of her head while holding her head up, that means Sung-yeon was conscious until her last moment. I don't want to think about it either. I want to shake it off. I want to shake off all these kinds of thoughts. Her legs, too? Her legs were struck. She couldn't even move. Yeah. This might sound weird, but I hope she died instantly from the debris, so that she wouldn't have had to suffer. Son.
그런 것 같아.
I think what you said makes sense. Really? Do-yoon, I have eyes. Tips of her pants under the steel frame were damaged.
그렇다니까?
She obviously tried to free herself for a while. Sorry. Didn't think it was a good idea to tell you.
아니라고.
Don't bother to care about me. It's not like I care about the others either. Hyesung bit his lower lip and paused for a moment. I saw Sung-yeon. I felt like my head was going blank for a moment. But I'll have to get my head straight from now on. Get my head straight. Data delivered. I don't think there's proper footage. All the security cameras were placed randomly too.
그래도
There were cameras shooting the main stage. Guessing they still have footage until the building collapsed. What about after the collapse? I bet they've just been pointed at the floor. Hyesung stared at the other side of the collapse site. They all look broken anyway.
그러면
Shouldn't we preserve something, like some photos of the collapse site? Rescue team will come in and see for themselves. But they want to take photos of this godforsaken place. Might need some evidence for their investigation. Didn't know you were the type to plan out for your future.
생각해봐.
Look at us. Really?
아니라고.
What are we, investigators? We're just accident survivors.
그래서 뭐?
You're suggesting I take photos with this? I refuse. And I would it would suck to get my watch confiscated for evidence.
그래도
They ask us for it. Well, in that case, I would have to give it up. But hopefully it'll be okay to delete my personal photos first.
괜찮아?
Okay with them? And just look up the backup photos from the cloud. I still have access even if I delete them from the watch. Really can't relate with someone who's not even using the newest model. Yeah, so he hates everybody.
참.
Good grief.
그랬어.
He claims to be your middle school buddy.
알아.
Yes, I'm sure.
어?
Well, when the post was the only thing... Oh, even when the post was the only thing you could see?
그렇다니까.
Montage matches. His son kicked the floor. Caused some trouble, but he wasn't ill-intentioned. I was quite popular until I was in middle school. See,
아니라고.
you having odd thoughts again because of the part where I used to be a troublemaker? I wasn't thinking about anything.
그래.
Well, okay. You know, there's always that mischievous kid in every
그렇지.
classroom. The same for me. Until I went to high school. Seungyeon also had a wound on her hand.
혹시
Think she tried to block it?
어?
Else. Just thinking about it makes my heart ache. His son clenched his shirt near the chest. Must have been so painful.
괜찮아?
You okay, Hye-sun? No, do I look okay to you? Frankly, I don't know why I said I'd help you with the inspection. Shouldn't have looked.
아이고.
What are the police doing? They just gonna let the crowd gather?
아니야.
No way, they wouldn't let such a thing happen.
에?
Shouldn't, but they are, aren't they?
안 돼.
I'm sure they're busy right now with this bullshit. His son locked eyes with Do-yoon while complaining.
왜?
What? Don't I deserve to criticize the crowd because I'm posting on Fader?
Hmm?
Huh? I didn't say anything.
아 참.
I can tell what you were thinking without looking in your eyes.
저기
This is just how my eyes look. Guess that's true.
헐씨고.
Look how they're just making shit up. Why don't they just say that we all died?
그게
Probably just speculation coming from Sun Young being missing from the survivors
그래서
list.
뭐?
Maybe or maybe not. I heard there are bystanders and reporters everywhere at the site. Did we tell the rescue team about Sun Young earlier?
그렇다니까.
A reporter might have sniffed something out from that call. That Fader post seemed like a wild speculation. That's what all Fader posts look like. They're trying to make the best out of one small piece of bait. Take the bait or not is up to the reader. They're getting information somewhere. Trust me on this one. Her body was relatively unscathed, at least. The debris had fallen just slightly away from her. She wouldn't have ended up like this. Yeah, it's such a pity. This is so cruel. Sun Young poured her heart into this show. His son gulped, overwhelmed with sadness. It's not fair, son.
알아.
No, it'll just agitate me to continue thinking about this. But if you think about it, we're in the same situation as her. Very.
저기 그게
I still thought that Sun Young would be alive. I had no justification for it, but I just wanted to believe in her. You and me both. Why was I so sure she'd be alive? Because she was always there. Because she thought she would lead us toward the image that she had created for us. Stupid debris. Damn it. It keeps coming back to me. His son dropped his pale face.
그랬어.
There was blood on it.
알아.
No, don't chew over it. I want to forget it as soon as
그래.
possible. Ew. But I just can't get it out of my head. Get it out of your head. Hisung bit his lips and just stood there. Hisung's eyes briefly wandered before regaining focus as he raised his head again.
저기 그게
Guess it's similar for everyone, right? Including you and me. Not easy to think about other things under these circumstances. Okay, well, we're not getting anything out of that. Alright, you Hyuk, what you got?
대체
Just how crowded is it out there?
아무래도
There's probably a huge crowd of reporters and bystanders. What are they trying to see? Collapse of the site? People getting hauled away? Maybe both. Yu Hyuk looked up at the ceiling. There was only darkness above.
도인아,
What are you worried about the most?
나는
Worried that the rescue efforts might get delayed. They need to take control of the site and dismiss anyone who's not involved.
맞아.
I agree. That's what matters the most for us. Another thing that worries me is the unstable network.
그럴까?
It's probably because there are too many people out there. Reporters and bystanders, the volume of calls must be massive. And they're probably using up all the data traffic as well. Got a point. Collapse is probably one of the causes, but it's especially bad in here. At this rate, we won't be able to make any necessary calls. Yu Hyuk quickly looked at his watch. I hope they clean up the area quickly.
그건
The debris by the head. It was a chunk of concrete.
그게
Probably fell from the ceiling.
그랬지.
It was covered in blood.
그래.
Yeah.
아무래도
Looks like the direct cause of her death was...
내 생각.
being hit on the head by the debris. It must have been a fatal blow.
그래.
Yes, there's no doubt about it. Although her legs were crushed under the steel frames.
그래도
That alone would have been enough to kill her. That would have been enough to kill her. Yu Hyuk fell silent. His face was pale. His eyes were on the other side of the area where Sung Yun was found.
괜찮아?
Okay?
괜찮아.
Just felt nauseous for a second. Fine. Yu Hyuk turned back to Do Yoon again. Yes, everyone agrees. Cause of death was being struck by a piece of debris. Oh, we haven't talked to Inha yet. When I first saw her, I thought she was just unconscious. It didn't even seem like she suffered any serious injuries. Same here until I got close to her. I knew I was horribly wrong after seeing her hands, legs, and head. There were only a few pieces of small debris on her body.
아무래도
Larger pieces were actually underneath her.
진짜야?
Huh? What do you mean? The top of her head was clean, but there were debris under her?
그게
I think it's a sign that she struggled. The debris was probably already there when she fell down, but the ones on top of her must have fallen off when she struggled. Ina's face became white as a sheet. It's probably why there weren't much debris on top of her. If I were in the same position...
있잖아.
Ina, don't think too deeply. The collapse is over. We just need to be
그런
careful.
거야?
Is that what you want to believe? I want to, and I have to. Okay, we have no other choice. Okay, we didn't really suffer... We didn't really suffer a lot of sanity loss, so that's good.
그거는
You said there was a wound on her hand.
그래.
Yeah, it was on the back of her hand. By the back of her hand? What do you mean, why?
그게
I did some thinking after hearing about that. About why she got hurt on the back instead of the palm of her hand.
그건
Was she trying to protect her head? She must have covered her head with both hands. That explains the wound on the back of her hand.
그랬어.
There's no blood or wound on the palm of her hand. It was clean.
그래.
Right, that's exactly what I thought. You said the ends of her pants under the steel frame were damaged.
그러면
I think she was trying to get out.
아니었어.
Wound on the back of her hand. It wasn't a scrape or cut. It looked as if she got hit by something.
그렇다면
Meaning she was conscious until she got hit on the head. I'm just speculating here. It's just terrifying. Hey. Okay. Perfect. Well, we got the quick save. I guess we'll pick up at this point tomorrow when we play more of this. I actually really enjoyed this session. I think this game is really cool so far. But it is time for Among Us. So, I'm gonna set up Among Us, run to the bathroom, and then we will be doing that. So I'll see you guys in a couple minutes.